Dogs and Kings.
Christmas in June continues here at the Big A as we bring you our Angels Live pregame presented by Nissan. Oh, the best present of all is a W. Let's make that 5 wins in a row for your Angels, playing some really good baseball, looking to win this series versus the Tigers here tonight. So we will continue to celebrate Christmas in June. Everyone on this Angels team is pitching in. Talk about pitching. How about that bullpen last night? Davis Daniel in the opener. And an update on Mike Trout, the 3-time MVP, coming off that meniscus surgery 8 weeks ago. Gave us all an update. Erica Weston has that coming up for you on the show. Joined by Mark Gubaza, Tim Salmon, I'm Patrick O'Neill. Winning is fun, guys, and especially here at home. Gooby 10-4 here in the month of June on home field.
They're getting those big hits. They're having those big innings, even when the other team is pitching well or doing some good things defensively. They've just been able to get those crooked numbers in the big inning, and the bullpen that overall has been solid. The starters, when they're out there, very, very good themselves. This has been a lot of fun of late. I mean, they're making plays defensively. They're doing all the things you expected early on. It was a learning process, but now they've learned, and they're taking that to school now.
Yeah, you know, I think back to a month ago when the Angels couldn't do anything at home. Now they are. And, you know, you talk about that during the course of a season. You're hoping your team gets to that position where they're hitting on all cylinders. And they are right now, and it's great to see. It's great to see the young kids coming around, kind of hitting their stride, starting to put some numbers on the back of those baseball cards that are going to be serious and make, you know, kind of, you know, lay the groundwork for what you could expect going forward. You like to see the bullpen doing what they're doing, the starting pitching. I mean, we had a hiccup last night, but the starting pitching's been doing pretty well as well. So to me, it's just one of those points in the summer where you got to sit back and kind of go, you know what, we're in good position right now. Just watching these guys do what they're doing.
It's awesome. It is awesome. Just getting better each and every month. Plesac optioned. Wance is now up for some length out of that bullpen. But let's get to the offense. What a home run by Logan O'Hoppe. Get to that in a second. Let's go back to game 1 versus the Tigers. 5 homers in the 2 games so far.
Yeah, I mean, they're showing some power. You know what they're doing? They're bringing pitches in the zone. They're not trying to hit home runs. They're hitting mistakes out of the ballpark, and that's what you want. When you go up there with the thought process, I'm going to hit home runs, you're not going to do that. But when you can bring it in the zone like that one there, Miguel Sano, he is so strong. That was a majestic home run. That baseball was like, you would love to see that in the NFL as a punt, how high that one was hit. And Willie Keller, the same thing. You got yourself in position, Tim, to be able to get that baseball and drive it out of the yard.
Well, and here's the thing. Hitting breeds more hitting. And when you got 3 or 4 or 5 guys in the lineup all hitting, it takes the load off the offense as a whole. And, you know, you're facing some pretty good pitching, you know, the last week or so. I mean, you know, some Jack Flaherty, you know, he was dealing. They got the big home run last night. You know, Shelby Miller, this was wow, one of the biggest home runs of the year right there. And as he goes running past us. But again, when you got 3 or 4 or 5 guys hitting the lineup, it helps guys relax. And when they're relaxed, they're up there taking good passes of the ball. Home runs become accidents. But it is one of those scenarios when they're not hitting. Yeah, then you're trying to hit the home runs and they never come.
Oh, well, this has been a blast. That was a blast. Logan O'Hoppe just walking past us right now.
How about timing?
But
this is the hits, that 3-run home run he walks by. By the way, I might do that again tonight. Just for fun. This is for Christmas in June.
He is. He's a superstar. There's no question. But the defense, right? You got to win with some defense, and they've been making the plays behind the pitch.
I mean, you look at Guillerme over at second base. I mean, we always talk about his magical hands. There's been guys in the outfield making plays. Pilar going down the line like he did last night, even though it's a tricky ball down there towards the corner. When you make plays, you limit how many outs are given to your opponent during the course of a game. And Logan O'Hoppe, he's thrown out 17 base stealers already this season. That's the most. You know, he's been dominant as far as throwing the ball. Early he had a little bit of a stretch there. He was struggling, but that's a great play again. When you feel good defensively, you're going to be aggressive. And Tim, you notice on the side, in the outfield, when you're seeing the ball off the bat well, you're going to make those plays.
Well, and I go back to Wash. I mean, this is the hallmark of what the team he wants to have as a defensive team. And they put a lot of work into this. I mean, make no mistake, they're out here every single day working on these plays and being able to execute these plays. I saw him today. I walked in. He and Neto are having a skull session in the dugout talking about defense. Again, I think that doesn't just happen unless Wash is here right now. He's making these guys be disciplined about the work they put in. And, you know, and come to the ballpark every day. We're looking to put in that kind of an effort. And when you look around this club, you're making plays everywhere right now. And that wasn't necessarily the case 2 months ago. We saw a lot of mistakes out there with the young kids. They're starting to hit their stride defensively.
By the way, when you make plays like that in the field, pitchers are more aggressive and throwing more strikes. when you're not making those plays, you're thinking, okay, the best way to get out may be a strikeout. And if you're not a strikeout pitcher, that makes it more difficult. So the defense has really helped out the pitching staff.
My favorite whole part of the past 2 games has been the pitching. What we saw has been historic for the Angels, really, in 2 games. Davis Daniel, first career start in the bigs, goes 8 scoreless, and then the bullpen, 6 1/3, just 1 hit. Only 6 hits for the Tigers in the 2 games.
Yeah, I mean, again, they've done a great job using their changeup against them. When they start looking off speed, they've made enough adjustments to throw the fastball. Breaking balls have been good. The bullpen, you know, they've come in there a lot of games. Sometimes you look at some numbers, and when the game gets away from them, that's when the numbers are higher. But for the most part, they've come in some tough situations. They've thrown the ball extremely well. We have no walks in 6 1/3. That's outstanding. And then what you saw the day before with Davis Daniel with no walks in 8 innings. I mean, that's attacking the strike zone. Barry and Wright, you noticed him. We sat in his locker room. All the emphasis is throwing first pitch strikes, and we've seen a lot of first pitch strikes.
Well, the game becomes much easier. It's really simple, you know, when you throw strikes, right? When you're ahead of hitters, then you got the meat out of your hand. You can mix speeds up, you know, change the location. You're much more efficient. That's what I think that for me is the bullpen that's been impressive. It's just the efficiency coming out of the bullpen. You know, coming out of spring training, I've heard Washington talk about it. He wants his bullpen guys coming in, getting their 1 inning work, being very efficient, having clean innings. And that's what we're seeing. I mean, Strickland went 2 innings last night. But, I mean, these are clean innings. They might give up 1 hit, maybe a walk here and there, but they're not really getting stressed. And when you think about the bullpen this past week, as much as they've been relied upon, they really haven't been in those deep, stressful situations. I mean, so, you know, again, they might have been throwing a lot lately, but I think it's the stress, I should say the lack of stress. These are good innings for them. They're nice, clean innings.
Yeah, I like Marte because he came in that pressure situation. He did a nice job, and that's a tough one sometimes, especially when you have all those walks in a row. There's momentum on the Tigers side. They have not been swinging the bats well, but you figure at that point they finally had an opportunity to score, but he went in and shut them down.
Yeah, so please, Sack, I mentioned option back. He had a clean 2 innings in that third. He just lost the grip of the baseball with the sweat. So Andrew Wantz, here's some length. So for Griffin Canning, the bullpen taxed last night. He went 7 last time out to get the W. Griffin did to snap a 4-game losing streak. So Gooby, you've taken the ball in a situation like this. You have to help your bullpen out and get deep.
I love that. Every time I have a game like that where your bullpen come in, I go right into the manager's office. He goes, you know what? I got you covered. I got 9 innings. Now, if you go 7 or 8 innings, that's fine. But every time I go, I got 9 innings, to sit back and relax, I got you covered.
That's awesome.
That's all I would ever say.
That's
great. I was actually finding a way to beg to let me go deep in the game, but that was going to be a situation where I was going to do that. And my go-tos from have that success again is that good slider depth. He's been doing a great job with that and pitch backwards. And Tim, you know this very well. When you're looking change-up, throw the fastball. When you're looking fastball, then you throw your secondary pitches. I think he can get the fastball by them tonight because they're going to be looking change-up. The change-up has been very, very effective against the Tigers the first 2 games.
Well, and I was going to say, his change-up and his slider are phenomenal, but I think that all stems from this fastball command that he's gotten so much better as the season's gone along with that fastball command. I mean, his last outing, 80% strike rate, you know, with the leadoff hitter, with first pitch strike. So you have to do that. You have to work ahead of these hitters. He's done a great job. I think the key, we talked about it last time he started, was he's got to avoid the first inning runs. You know, his first inning ERA is 10.16. But you know what? When he doesn't do that, he's amazing. He's lights out. Ahead, you know, pitching ahead in the count, pitching behind in the count. Those are keys from it. It all stems from just throwing strikes and pitching ahead in the count.
All I know is I'm fired up for this ball game. Those are great, fantastic numbers, but you got a winning streak. Let's go.
Yeah, you know, you never want to look too far ahead, but if you have a good game here today, say you win this game today, Texas is losing against Baltimore, you'll be tied with Texas in the loss column. So you can't get ahead of yourself, but you also want to put yourself in a position where every day you want to go out there and perform and do some things that make people smile and get everyone involved in rooting for the Angels.
Yeah, I come back to complacency. Boy, I tell you, when things are going well, it's easy to just take a little bit of a step back and relax a little bit. Nope. Keep the pedal down. Keep it going all the way down. I mean, just keep it going, guys. You know, you got the momentum behind you. You got everybody clicking. Don't lose that momentum.
Here, late June, they're starting to figure out how to play together as a team. Gooby, have a great call. Looking forward to this.
It is Christmas in June.
It is indeed. This is your time of year. Wayne is back on the call with Gooby, and Erica and E will join us next. We'll get an update on Mike Trout. It's been 8 weeks. Does he give us a timetable for a return to baseball? That's next.
When we started Warby Parker, we just sold glasses, and only online. But people liked them a lot. So we offered more things, like sunglasses and contacts. And then we thought, What if we sold eyewear online and in stores? So we did that. And now we have stores in neighborhoods all over. There you can chat with friendly opticians and get eye exams from top-notch doctors. Now, no matter where you go, we've got your eyes covered.
Get inside the game with MLB Tonight.
There's nobody more important than him.
Bringing you the big moments as they happen.
Blanco throws a no-hitter.
MLB Tonight.
Boom! How fun is this show?
Only on MLB Network.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Back celebrating the Christmas in June weekend. Angels got a 5-game winning streak. You're watching our Angels Live pregame brought to you by Nissan. Buckle up for an epic test drive at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. Down here on the field with Tim Salmon, I'm Patrick O'Neill, and we found out that Mike Trout would be addressing the media this afternoon. So let's get the update and bring in Erica Weston. Now, Erica, we got the text last night on the way home that Mike was probably going to talk at 2:55. So we're all huddling around. Then around 3:55 is when we finally found out from Mike that he was going to tell us how he's feeling. What did we get?
Yeah, we don't plan for Mike Trout. He plans to speak to us. That's just how it works when you're talking with the GOAT. And Patrick, I think we all kind of figured things were heading in the right direction just based on his demeanor alone. The first time he spoke after news of that meniscus tear, he was very emotional, choking back the tears. Another just kind of freak injury that was going to cost him more time in another season. When we spoke to him again 10 days ago, he was still in that recovery process and hadn't really progressed as far as getting closer to baseball activity. But he did say back on June 18th that he felt like the week prior to that, he did finally turn the corner. Today, the demeanor completely different. You could tell just by his emotion and the way that he was speaking. He was excited that he knew that baseball activity and getting back out on the field was in the not too distant future. So things are moving in the right direction, slow as it may be. 8 weeks ago, he had that surgery on his left knee. I spoke with him, as did the rest of the media. Here's what he had to say about his update.
I feel really good. Ramping things up. I'm happy where I'm at right now. It makes me a relief to feel, nothing. So.
Pain-free completely?
I get soreness here and there, but it's just, like I said, if I overdo it, I get a little sore, but nothing to worry about. So.
You running?
I am not running yet. I'm jogging, doing little stuff. Like I played catch, no pain. I haven't hit yet. But it's just, I think the biggest thing for me is the running part. But we obviously got to build up to that, so, yeah.
If the timetable was for that, or a goal in mind, kind of when you want to do it?
I think the goal right now is just to keep upping the activity and intensity and come in the next day feeling good.
So no timetable for Mike Trout, but he was asked if he would be disappointed if he wasn't back a month from now, so late July, and he said, I'll be back before then. One last update, guys. Anthony Rendon expected to face live pitching next weekend. The hope is to have him back for the last 6 to 7 games before the All-Star break. So both of those guys getting closer to being back up with the Halos.
That's great news, Erica. Great report. Thanks very much. Have a good game. Erica Weston right there. So looks like Anthony Rendon is going to be back when the Angels come back from that road trip. But for Mike Trout, from the perspective of a player coming back from an injury, Tim, you've been there. You were comeback player of the year after you missed all of 2005. I believe that was the year. What's the mentality of coming back from an injury?
Well, everything he's gone through, I've been through. It's very frustrating when you're watching your team out there every day, and the team's finally playing better. But when they were struggling, it's a mental thing. I mean, you're totally in anguish every day watching your guys go out there and try to compete when you're not there, and you know that you're the cog in the wheel that kind of makes everything happen. So for him, I know what he's gone through mentally. It's been tough. The other side of it, the rehab of it, I mean, you want things to heal faster. They got a million things they're doing underneath, and everything is meant to speed up the healing process. And when it's not happening, and when you're going to bed every night, when you're aware of every little minute little thing going on in that knee, and you're like, why isn't it going away? And I think that's the biggest thing going forward with any injury, is that when you can finally, break that connection between the mind and the leg, the mind and the knee in this case, and where you don't think about it. That's where you got to get to. I mean, you got to get to where you don't think about it. You're out there running without thinking about it. You're hitting without thinking about it. You're throwing without thinking about it. And that's going to be a big, milestone for him. He's jogging right now on a treadmill, but it's going to be putting on spikes and getting out here in the dirt and the grass and cutting and maneuvering and then getting in the box and torquing on that leg. That's where those are the biggest challenges for him, because he's pretty much going to be healed to this point, but it's mentally, breaking that cord, that connection point.
Got it. But when he comes back, that's going to be awesome. Now for Anthony Rendon, when he comes back, it's for Ron Washington saying it's not going to be every day, right? He might DH a day, play third a day, then, play third for 2 and then DH the next, and maybe get an off day. Then eventually he's going to be your everyday third baseman. People want to know, what about Luis Rengifo? Luis Rengifo will be in the lineup every day. That bat will be there, don't worry. But this is good news for Rendon.
It's great news, and yeah, you're right. You got to build this time up. But, again, these guys it's almost like spring training again. They're starting over again. Anytime you take time off, especially significant time, you're coming back into mid-season form. Everybody else is in mid-season form, and you're starting over again. And it's just getting on your feet every day, playing the rigors of day-night baseball, whatever it is. I mean, he's got to work back into that rhythm. And here's what I would say about, well, what about this guy and what about that guy? Listen, it always takes care of itself.
Yes.
You just worry about getting healthy, getting on the field. They're going to find a place for you to play.
Yeah, and Ron Washington is, listen, he is a take it one day at a time. He lives in the moment. He'll figure it out when the time comes. That's a good problem to have, getting all these guys healthy. All right, we'll take a break, come back. We've been mentioning Luis Rengifo. He's hitting .315. That is
Corey Seager. All eyes on him. He's ready to go. He's aggressive.
Here's a dude that swings 52% of the time on first pitches.
Corey Seager smashes a ball.
The ability to be able to come together and compete every night. That's what it's all about at this point for me.
Corey Seager does it again.
This guy is doing it all.
He's hitting bombs all the time.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Host a local event and give kids in your community a chance to compete in the Pitch, Hit, and Run finals at the 2024 MLB World Series. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
Get inside the game with MLB Tonight.
There's nobody more important than him.
Bringing you the big moments as they happen.
Blanco throws a no-hitter.
MLB Tonight.
Boom! How fun is this show?
Only on MLB Network.
Nissan, buckle up for an epic test drive at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. So it's the Angels and the Tigers, game 3 of 4. Angels have won the first 2. They've won 5 straight overall. Great homestand. Reese, Olson. I'm with Tim Salmon. And Tim, the Tigers have not won a lot of games when Reese is pitching.
No, look at that ERA, 3.35. You'd think he'd have a better record than 3-12, but it's just they don't score runs for him. 1.8 runs on average for the year. That's just not going to get it done. You know, he's got a fastball. Righty to the righty's fastball, sinker, slider, lefties. It's going to be four-seamer and a changeup. You know, this Angel batting order right here, you know, I talk about how many guys you got clicking right now. Look at this. The last 7 games, Rengifo's 333 with 2 homers. You got Ward 360 with a couple homers, and Ohapi 2 homers and 6 RBIs.
And look at the bottom 4, the young guys, Ohapi, Neto, Moniak, and Adele. That's just awesome to see. Still no Brandon Drury. It's been 11 days. Hopefully a good workout today, and he'll be available off the bench. It has been a long time. I mentioned Luis Rengifo with the 2nd best batting average in all of baseball. Among qualified hitters, I understand, but still, when you click on those stats and you see his name hitting 315, it's awesome. He's got that short swing. He thinks he can hit every single pitch the guy off.
Well, he does, and I had a short conversation with him today, and I was really surprised with his response because it just gave me a clue into where his mind is right now. His mind it's like 2nd and 3rd level. He's looking at the field, and he's saying, where are they playing me? I'm going to hit away from the shift. I'm telling you what, we've been talking about his ground ball rate, getting the base hits. Yeah, he's getting base hits because he's hitting them to the places that they're not standing. But I tell you what, the home run powers, you know, all that, that's all accidents. He's like, hey, it just happens when you put a good pass on the ball. His mind is in the right place for a guy that's hitting the numbers he's hitting. That's exactly what I would expect. I mean, you know, to be doing what you're doing, you're thinking next level. You're not up there trying to just survive the at-bat. He's thinking out ahead, like, all right, where are they playing me? Put a good pass on it. Let's see if we can work it over here, work it over there. He's hitting it away from the shift. I think that's pretty awesome.
Absolutely. Luis Rengifo is clicking right now. He's never homered in 3 consecutive games. Hopefully, he accidentally does it here tonight. Sad news in the world of baseball. Found out last night that Hall of Famer, the baby bull, Orlando Cepeda, has passed away at 86. Early Puerto Rican star, San Francisco Giants with Willie Mays. He was the 1958 NL Rookie of the Year, 7-time All-Star, NL MVP with St. Louis in 1967. 17 years in the majors, played with the Giants, St. Louis, Atlanta, Oakland, Boston, and KC. Went into the Hall in 1999. The great Orlando Cepeda has passed away at the age of 86.
This isn't Charmin. No wonder I don't feel as clean.
There's an easier way. From repairs and cleaning to remodeling and more, Thumbtack makes it easy to care for your home. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
Get inside the game with MLB Tonight.
There's nobody more important than him.
Bringing you the big moments as they happen.
Blanco throws a no-hitter.
MLB Tonight.
Boom! How fun is this show?
Only on MLB Network.
Want to put your baseball skills to the test? Then get ready to show your stuff with MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run. The official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Sign up for free for a chance to play your way to the Pitch, Hit, and Run finals at the 2024 World Series. Visit pitchhitrun.com today.
Second worst average at 213, on base percentage 273, and on base plus slugging 614. 3.4 runs a game is just not going to get it done. You look at their lineup. I mean, they got guys that are just not swinging the bat well at all. I mean, you look at the Angels pitchers; they're doing a great job getting soft contact, easy outs, generally speaking. Gio Urshela, we know all about Gio Urshela. He's hitless in his last 27 ABs. Mark Canha, 2 for his last 25. Matt Vierling hitting 162 over his last 21 games. The only guy in this lineup doing anything has been Riley Green, and they've actually kept him at bay a little this series. So, you know, there's just not a lot of depth there. You know, Spencer Torkelson's in the minor leagues. He was a big guy they were counting on. And then, of course, you got, I'm trying to think who the, anyway, let's go on. Griffin Canning. He's got to go back to just throwing strikes like he did his last outing. That changeup's fantastic. Pitch backwards with it, but it's going to come to that first pitch strike. He's got to be able to get ahead of hitters, and if he does that, I think he'll have him eaten out of his hand.
Well, Griffin Canning needs to get deep in this game. Certainly would help out that bullpen. You know, that went 6+ last night, 6 1/3, only allowed the 1 hit, no walks. That was tremendous. Canning got a win last time out against the Oakland A's, snapping a 4-game streak, and he's got to feel good about this opportunity. You think a pitcher knows that the other team is scuffling so much? You think that's in his head? How would he attack
that? Yeah, for sure. I mean, well, you attack him by watching what the guys in front of you have done. And the guys in front of him, they're throwing strikes. Yeah. They're mixing up. They're hitting their locations. They're working ahead. That's everything he did his last outing. So if he just keeps that same mindset, he'll be fine. But again, you go back to his struggles all year long, pitching ahead versus pitching behind. When he's ahead in the count, these guys are hitting 161 off him. When he's behind in the count, it drops to 316. So for him, the key has been work ahead, show enough of those fastballs to help him respect it, and that makes those off-speed pitches that much better.
Oh, man, that's good. You are locked in. A little momentum going right now with the 5 wins in a row. I know it starts with the next day starting pitching, but it feels good. When the offense has a good feeling, right, they take it into the next game. It's contagious.
It is contagious, and I tell you, there's nothing better than being an offensive player when you got guys around you swinging the bat like this offense is doing. You have a sense that anybody in the lineup can win the game for you tonight.
I get a nice, juicy pitch right in the heart of the plate. Can't wait to see what happens. We'll see afterwards, of course, with our Angels Live post.
Prescription eyewear can be really expensive, but here's the secret. Glasses don't actually cost that much to make. Surprise! Especially when you design your own eyewear and then sell it directly to your customers. Like we do. Oh, hi, we're Warby Parker. Our glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. And the best part? You could try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Weekdays on MLB Network. Join the conversation with Kevin Millar, along with Sierra Santos and fellow World Series champion Ryan Dempster on the most unpredictable baseball show on TV. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
watching Valley Sports, the home of the Angels, Clippers, Ducks, and Kings.
Tis the season at the Big A. Christmas in June continues, and Christmas has come. Santa Claus has brought a 5-game win streak to the Los Angeles Angels. They'll look to make it 6 tonight against the Detroit Tigers here at Angel Stadium. What an arm on Santa. Alongside Mark Gubas, I'm Wayne Randazzo. And Gubi, aside from being impressed by Santa's first pitch there, 5-game winning streak as well for the Halos.
Yeah, 'tis the season to be happy right now the way they're playing. They're scoring some runs, multiple runs in some big innings. The bullpen has been solid. Some starters have been doing their jobs. The defense, they're running the bases well. It's been a lot of fun of late.
Well, we've talked a lot about Tyler Anderson being a potential all-star for the Angels, but a couple others have emerged in the lineup, and Luis Rengifo and Logan O'Hoppe both had big hits yesterday.
Yeah, Wayne, I'll tell you what, Luis Rengifo, we talk about how well he's been hitting the ball the other way, over 40% of his hits, but you look at his batting average right now, he's tops in the American League at .315 batting average, third in stolen bases with 20. His on-base percentage is 7th at .361. The power has been there for him. They're letting that baseball travel deep in the zone, and what he's done in this series already, back-to-back games in which he's hit a home run. One to right center, well out, and then one to left center where he stayed on that baseball extremely well. Hit that one out for a 2-run home run. Wayne, he's doing everything extremely well.
And he has been excellent so far this year, and Logan O'Hoppe making a push for the All-Star game as well.
He's been fantastic. We talked about him being the leader. He's done a great job as far as throwing out would-be base stealers. 17 have been caught stealing. He's doing a nice job behind the plate calling the game, but the power numbers there too. OPS, 4th best amongst AL catchers at .787, batting average .270. He's also slugging at .465 in that big 3-run home run yesterday.
And last night, the 3-run homer coming in the 8th inning, the big tie-breaking blow against the Tigers.
And when he's aggressive on the first pitch early in the count, he's done that a couple times already in this month. 2 go-ahead home runs in the 8th inning or later for Logan O'Hoppe, crushing the baseball. You want him up in those spots. He relishes that opportunity to be able to drive the ball in big moments.
Well, 5-game win streak. The Angels have averaged over 5 runs per game. They've allowed an average of just 2. And we'll break down the pitching side of it coming up.
Yeah, they've been doing great. The bullpen has been really, really good, Wayne.
Well, we'll have more on that in just a moment.
Can't recall another baseball game where emotions ran so high.
There it is! Fly ball to deep right field. It's out of here! It's gonna go!
What a play by Aaron Judge!
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Get inside the game with MLB Tonight.
There's nobody more important than him.
Bringing you the big moments as they happen.
Blanco throws a no-hitter.
MLB Tonight.
Boom! How fun is this show?
Only on MLB Network.
last night. Goes 6 in the third, no walks, just 1 hit allowed, some pressure situations, and they threw the ball exceptionally well. Esty with another save, and Griffin Canning on the bump here tonight. Last time out was dominant through a lot of first pitch strikes, went 7 innings. It's 1 earned run and 5 punch-outs, all about getting ahead of the count and getting through and navigate through that first inning for Canning.
Yeah, it makes such a big difference for Griffin Canning to throw those first pitch strikes as he did his last time out. He made it through 7 innings, allowed 1 run. Pretty good over his last 10 starts, an ERA of 3.22 in those outings for Canning. So lots of trending in the right direction, looking to keep that going tonight against the Tigers.
And when you look at the Tigers lineup, they've had some troubles with off-speed pitches, and Canning's got one of the best changeups in the game. My go-tos for Canning to build off that last start and be dominant, that good slider depth. He has 20 strikeouts and a whiff percentage over 26%, and pitch backwards when they're looking changeup, bring the express. When they're looking fastball, that's when you use the changeup to get soft contact and swing and misses.
Showing the lineup for the Tigers, they've managed just 6 hits so far in the first 2 games of this series. Riley Green at the number 2 spot in the order, had 2 hits on Thursday. That's all Detroit managed in the game yesterday. Mark Canha back in there as the first baseman. Gio Urshela is 0 for his last 27, so it has been pretty much team-wide slump for the Tigers, even more so on the days where Reese Olson pitches, as we'll explain in the bottom of the first inning. But Canning hoping to continue to stifle a Tigers offense that is the 3rd worst in baseball in the month of June.
Yeah, they're an aggressive offense, so on the defensive side, you got to be ready for the baseball to be put in play. Take a look at our Easton and Easton defense. Joe Adell out in right field, 4 defensive run save, 2 outfield assists with Griffin Canning. Generally more of a fly ball pitcher. There's going to be a lot of action towards Joe Adell here tonight. Moniak at center, who's been really solid. Taylor Ward, Sano, Neto, Rengifo showing it well in the infield, and Logan O'Hoppe behind the plate.
So about to get started here tonight at Angels Stadium as Logan O'Hoppe will throw down to second base, and we will be ready for the 3rd of this 4-game series. Angels swept Oakland to start the homestand. They've taken the first 2 against the Tigers. They have clinched a winning record in the month of June, regardless of how these last 2 games go. Got a real chance here to continue trending up as this Angel ball club continues to get better and better over the course of the season, just as Ron Washington promised they would. Well, it's happened, and here is Canning against Wenceel Perez to start the ball game.
He's always aggressive himself on the first pitch.
And strike 1 from Canning, where Miguel Sano took about 3 steps in at third. He's so big, looked like he was about to walk right into the booth.
That is a big man to third base.
There's a good changeup from Canning, and a good sign that he has got good stuff.
And then they've chased a lot of changeups like that so far. So 94, and then he followed up with an 89-mile-an-hour changeup.
The Tigers have been all off balance in this series. 0-2 as Canning bounces that one. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Davis Daniel, 8 brilliant innings in the ball game Thursday, his first major league start. Last night the bullpen took center stage after Zach Plesac lost control. Plesac was sent back to the minor leagues tonight. Perez with a pop-up foul behind home plate. Andrew Wentz has returned to the big league roster for the first time this year.
Yeah, he gave him some length out of the bullpen. Remember early on he was starting, did a lot of starting even in spring training, so you get some length out of Andrew Wentz out of the bullpen if need be.
And replacing Roansy Contreras, who's in the rotation right now. There's a line drive to center field, a base hit. That changeup was up, and the Tigers leadoff man starts the game with a single.
When that changeup was upstairs so far in the series, though, they've been very, very effective with their secondary pitches. About 48% secondary pitches with 9 strikeouts as 2 hits allowed. Opponents average of 0.80 and a whip percentage at 34%. That changeup, though, upstairs, you could punch that in the outfield, and that's exactly what Perez did.
So the leadoff man on for the Tigers, and now Riley Green. Green has been Detroit's best hitter over the course of this season. Had a 10-game on-base streak snapped yesterday. And he has been one of the few, if not the only, Tiger that has really impressed offensively. That was a close play at first. as Canning chased back Wenceel Perez.
Yeah, 10 pickoffs, 2 this season alone. Very, very close. He was leaning. Looked like he got that hand just in that back corner of the base.
The Angels won't challenge, but Canning throws again, and it's close again, maybe even closer.
Usually, Sean Well, if he felt he got him, he would be quickly motioning into the dugout. Yeah, he just got in there.
So the Angels will not challenge, and now Canning has already thrown over twice. Green had a good cut at that 1-0 changeup.
Boy, does he get good hacks at the plate no matter what pitch he sees. The Tigers' offense may be struggling, but Green has not this season.
Former first-round pick for the Tigers, Riley Green, has blossomed. 1 ball and 1 strike on the Detroit left fielder. As he breaks his bat, hits one up the middle. Neto plays it back toward the first base bag, and now around second base. Perez has to hurry back as Neto had an opportunity at least to get 1 out there, if not 2. And as he tried to pick that ball out of the dirt, he got himself into trouble.
Sometimes you want to make a play like that, get 2 outs. You're better off just getting 1 out. Shattered his bat. He's going to pick up an error on that one, looks like.
He's either got to come in to catch that on the fly, or he's got to back off and field the long bounce. Instead, trying to pick that short hop results in a play where the Tigers end up with runners on first and second, nobody out, and it is an error on Neto.
Yeah, when you have that spin on a broken bat, it's not going to be that normal ground ball coming your way, so it spun on him and got him on that play.
The 2 on. Here's Matt Vierling as Canning misses with ball 1. Well, we know the first inning has been a problem for Canning, really the first 2 innings, where he has given up most of his runs this year. Out of the 48 runs he's allowed, 27 have been either in the first or the second. That's 56%. And it's 2 balls and no strikes on Vierling.
Already, you know that's in your mind as a pitcher. If you struggle in the first inning and you're hoping to navigate your way through, you thought maybe you had a shot, and you could see that result these first 2 pitches of this at bat against Vierling.
Most first inning runs allowed, most first inning home runs allowed. And Logan O'Hoppe, sensing that Canning could use a breather here, goes out for a quick chat. Leadoff base hit by Wenceel Perez. Green on a broken bat floater near second base. Reaching on an error by Zach Neto.
Vierling's rolled into 4 double plays, and Canning's got his fair share of double plays turned behind him this season. He's had 6 turns. He's got a few more ground balls this year than we've seen over the last couple of years.
Vierling has adequate speed. He has hit into 4 double plays this year. He's been a power source for the Tigers, second on their team with 10 homers, behind Green's 15. There's a strike over the outer edge.
That's a perfect spot. That's really a good take too by Vierling. If you do anything with that pitch right there, you're hitting that ball right on the ground.
That ball off the ground and off the foot of Canning, bounces to Shotwell. Quick flip. Canning couldn't get to the bag in time. So the ball bouncing around here in the first inning. That one was ticketed up the middle. Maybe Rengifo gets to it, but instead Canning with a kick redirection to first and an infield hit for Vierling.
Yeah, that's going to be right at Rengifo for a double play ball, and that got him. I think it got him right on the ankle area, and he did. Well, that's really, really close. It looked like he just got his foot down. See right there, that foot just hit him before Canning. Now, if you get it called and out, then it would have been a tough overturn, but I think I got him right on the ankle.
And now the training staff will come out to take a look at Griffin Canning. Matt Biancuso, one of the athletic trainers, along with the manager Ron Washington and the pitching coach Barry Enright coming out as well, as Canning will take some warm-up tosses here. I mentioned Andrew Wentz, extra arm in the bullpen tonight, a guy who has been stretched out this year, and the Angels don't want to have to do that, but it's a possibility if they need to.
And you see right there on his foot. It's an almost normal reaction to try to kick at it, but if you let that go, that's why you look back to see where your infielders are at. He's such a good fielding pitcher. Because Rengifo was literally right there behind him. I mean, that is going to be right there. That's going to be an easy double play turn. This is almost reminiscent of Jose Soriano's game. You remember early in the year at home with some weird stuff up, ground balls up the middle. He's trying to limit the damage here right now for a guy that's patient at the plate and gets hit by a lot of pitches at the plate.
And he always has Mark Canha playing first base for the Tigers. Supposed to be the spot for Spencer Torkelson, but Torkelson had not hit much and is now in AAA. Canha has hit in 7 double plays this year. As Gooby mentioned, he's been hit 10 times. Pops this one up on the infield. Near the third base line, O'Hoppe makes the catch in foul territory, so a big out.
It's a gutsy pitch for a guy that's been hit 10 times, like we just talked about, Wayne, and he pitched inside and he jammed him on that one. Popped him up, big out.
Well, Mark Canha not only hit by all those pitches as a Tiger, he was actually the all-time Oakland A's leader in hit by pitches during his time there. And a big first out. Now it's Colt Keith, the batter, with the bases full. Ball 1 from Canning. Keith, in his rookie year, has hit into 4 double plays. He's the second baseman tonight for the Tigers. A nice contract before his rookie year even began. He bounces this one toward the right side. Rengifo with a quick flip to second. Neto to first. It is not in time.
Well, there's been a lot of close plays at the bags here so far. Neto's walking in as if he thought he got him. I thought he beat it out.
See if the Angels decide to review. It looks like Ron Washington still checking.
Yeah, he got it. He beat it.
If the runner is safe at first, a run scores as Perez comes home.
But still, if you can get through this inning with just this 1 run allowed, again, you got to be refocused right now. If you're Griffin Canning, you made some good pitches. That's a quick turn. That ball was just hit not hard enough. Keith can run well. It was a close play. Get through this with his 1 run allowed, you feel pretty good.
First time the Tigers have had a lead in this series, and it brings up Gio Urshela. There's a strike on the inside corner. Mentioned Urshela mired in a deep slump right now, 0 for his last 27, but doesn't mean anything here. A guy who makes a lot of contact, he can certainly find some outfield grass. Good cut, and it's 0-2. Urshela on the season, only 29 strikeouts in 180 at bats, only 9 walks as well. More often than not, he will put the ball in play somewhere. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Urshela. Inside out swing to stay alive.
He's just trying to punch that ball to the right side. There's a lot of room on that right side of the infield with Shawnuel holding on the runner, Keith at first base, and Rengifo shaded towards the bag at second.
It's been a weird inning here. Leadoff hit and then an error and then an infield hit off the pitcher's foot. A couple of outs since then, but a run is scored. Canning trying to work out of the rest. Check swing, looked like he went around. He did not.
We've seen a lot of those check swings not go for the pitcher's way.
Oh.
And he went.
That's one of the rougher check swing calls we have seen go against a pitcher all year. Canning looked to be out of the inning. Urshela seemed to go too far. Again, with no guidelines for the umpires, it's a discretionary call. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And now ball 3. Urshela didn't chase the slider that time.
You get a clear view of that one right there when you're crossing the plate like that. But you got to regroup if you're Griffin Canning.
Well, what would you throw Urshela here?
I got to try my slider right now. He's really good on contact with a fastball. You might get him still to go after and expand on a slider.
3-2. He doesn't walk a lot either. Urshela, it's a slow roller to the left side. Sano cuts it off. He has a strong arm and he gets it to first to end the inning. So Canning gets away with just one in the first.
Have you heard? Soda's not a dirty word anymore. Introducing Poppy, the best thing to happen to lemon lime since, well, lemons and limes. It's the iconic, refreshing flavor you crave, but with 3 grams of sugar. Real lemon, real lime, real juicy flavor. The future of soda is now, and it's called Poppy. Poppy, soda's back.
There's an easier way. From painting and cleaning to repairs and more. Taking care of your home is easy with Thumbtack. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever wasted money on?
I was paying for 2 Netflix accounts over like 3 years.
How'd you figure that out?
I saw an app that shows you all the monthly subscriptions you have and how much you're paying.
What is the app called?
Rocket Money.
With the Game Time app, I paid 60% less than this guy.
What?
And it's not just sports tickets. It's also concerts. Performances, too!
Oh, come on!
Download Game Time. Last minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Yesterday, a couple more hits. The American League leader in batting average. Taylor Ward hits third. O'Hoppe had the go-ahead last night. Jack Neto remains hot as well, as the Angels have won 5 straight. A 6-game winning streak would be their longest since the end of the 2022 season. Here's Reese Olson on the mound for the Tigers.
He's got really good stuff, too. Don't look at that win-loss record. He's got outstanding stuff.
There's a line drive and a base hit on the first pitch. Nolan Shotwell gets the offense started. Big turn around first as Reese Olson gives up a leadoff single.
And that's right on cue as far as my go-tos to be successful against Olson today. Is you've got to have some quick on the fastballs. 285 batting average, a couple home runs versus his fastball, and Shotwell was. But don't get into that chase mode. Don't be overly aggressive on his slider and changeup. 47 strikeouts and combined over 41% whiff percentage versus his slider and changeup. Excellent stuff for this youngster Olson.
The Tigers have gone 3-12 in Olson starts this year, despite the fact that he has pitched well in most of them. Here is Luis Rengifo batting .315 now on the year. He hits that one on the ground hard but foul. No balls and a strike. 2 more hits yesterday, including a home run in the first inning. I mean, he has put together a great offensive season.
And his ability to stay on the baseball longer, also be able to lift some off-speed pitches, it's been outstanding.
No balls and 1 strike on Rengifo. It's this one hard, but right at the second baseman. Keith bobbles it. Now has only played a first. That was a tailor-made double play that the Tigers were unable to turn. And now runner on second base with 1 out.
And the defense behind Olson today. McKenna over first base. We've seen him play a number of different positions, 5 different positions. 989 fielding percentage, 17 double plays. He's played first, he's played left, he's played right throughout his career, third base, center field throughout his career, playing first base here tonight for the Tigers.
More of a natural outfielder, but he's been fine at first base. Here's Taylor Ward with the outfield very deep. And a line drive out toward left center field moves Vierlin over. He was so far back there that it didn't have to move that much to make that play. He was pretty much in position as far as he was back that deep.
And you're seeing, and like the Tigers, the Angels have been aggressive on the first pitch. They pretty successful on the first pitch when they put it in play. So he's playing deep enough. He feels more comfortable coming in on the baseball. Obviously, when you play deep than going back on the ball. We saw that last night on that ball. Then Rengifo hit the left center field. It's real good coming in on it.
2 outs here is Miguel Sano. Olson with a sinker slider combo, and he gets the slider by Sano there.
And our Hyundai key for the game today, got to go with legend Smokey Robinson. Quiet storm. We've seen a lot of big innings for the Halos in this series and during this homestand. With this power at the plate, you can get that storm going right away.
Good block there by Rogers. Smokey Robinson, Motown.
Yes. By the way, an incredibly nice man. Incredibly nice man.
I never met him.
Come by my neighborhood, man. Well, you can hang out with me.
Yeah, he looks great.
Yes.
As he's gotten up there in age, but still rolling along. Good for Smokey.
Outstanding, boys.
1 ball, 1 strike on Miguel Sano. Bounces 1 foul. Reese Olson has a 52% ground ball rate this year. That's a number that is greatly increased from last season. He was pretty decent in his rookie year. Had a 3.99 ERA. Averaged a strikeout per inning.
Yeah, he keeps the ball in the ballpark, generally just 4 home runs allowed.
And that one golfed at and missed by Sano to end the inning.
Let's talk about Black Ops. It was awesome, hitting fairways and hitting it further. A great blend of forgiveness and speed.
All right now.
Sound is a big one for me. It definitely checks that box.
Wow, that's good.
The look of it when you're over the ball is great. I have the confidence with it when I'm playing. My name's Eric Cole and I play PXG.
Perfection.
PXG? Nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
Okay, guys. Ceremony starts in 5.
1 sec. Just got a hymns real quick.
Hymns?
Yeah, hymns. Hymn 2.
Hymns for ED. Always works for me.
I'm hymnsing right now. So simple, so convenient. Hims.
Weight loss by Hims, boys. You got to get on it, son.
For care that's doctor trusted, convenient, and personalized, get started today at hims.com.
Managing my credit card debt was overwhelming, and it just wasn't a good place to be. My name is Carter, and Upstart helped me get rid of that credit card debt with a personal loan. Checking my rate with Upstart was super quick, super easy. It took me a few minutes to get my pre-approval and to get my interest rate. I got my money the next day. To just have one due date a month and only paying one person made my life a lot easier. Super easy to the point that I referred my friends to come and get a loan with Upstart.
Easy online borrowing. Personal loans up to $50,000. Go to upstart.com.
Finished my chores. Ready for my allowance.
Greenlight is way better than how I got paid for chores.
Mowing all those lawns really paid off.
That was not radical.
Bring your family into the financial future.
Basketball fans from all over the United States have won over $1 billion. Visit UnderdogFantasy.com and sign up with promo code POSTER.
Said he's in a really good spot right now, basically pain-free outside of some general soreness. Most important thing for him, though, is the running part. He's still not running, doing a little bit of jogging.
Canning bare hand, but cannot get it there in time. Well, Shonowell thinks he towed the bag. McKinstry on the bunt attempt. Canning with an incredible effort to get it to first, and Shonowell redirected his feet, and he thinks he touched first, and I think he did.
Yeah, Ripperger's got that safe sign going quite a bit already today, and he's got that foot there on the corner of the base, it looks like. What a play that was.
Los Angeles is challenging the safe call at first base.
I hope this isn't one of those situations where you can't fully tell if he touched the base or not.
Well, he's reaching back like that, and he's able to push off there. You see that toe and the cleat on the bag. I mean, that's pretty definitive right there on the corner of the base, in my opinion.
I think so, but just sometimes you never really know.
Seen a lot of safe signs over there. Ripperger so far tonight.
Somebody's got to go teach Mark Ripperger how to change it. McKinstry's walking to the dugout. And here we got the call from Alfonso Marquez.
After review, the call is overturned. The runner is out. Los Angeles will retain their talent.
That's an incredible play. Former Gold Glove winner.
Well, you know how I feel. They get the call wrong. Ruins the call in the booth. We need to punch it. Well, McKinstry's out.
Yeah.
Well, one away here in the second inning. Justin Henry Malloy is the designated hitter, and he's batting here against Griffin Canning. As we send it back to Erica for the report on Trout.
You know, he liked that play too, but just doing a little bit of stuff, playing catch, not running yet, just jogging on the Alter G, that weight-bearing treadmill, but he feels really good. He says he feels like he can hit. Hasn't hit yet, but if he went in the cage, he feels like he could actually hit, take some swings, but he was asked about a timeline, didn't want to give one, but sounds like he's planning to get back before the end of July, so soon, 2-3 weeks perhaps.
Yeah, Erica, he looks, I mean, there was a smile on his face today, so he felt comfortable in all the exercise he was doing, not a lot of discomfort at all. So I think he's getting excited about getting back to the baseball activities, especially with some of the players, young players are playing. So I like what I'm seeing right now, Erica, from Trout.
Yeah, he was asked about that, about watching these young guys and how they've been playing. They're on a roll right now, and he kind of cut everybody's question off because he was so excited. He can't wait to get back. He said he was chomping at the bit to get back. Can't wait to be back out there with these guys.
Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Canning on a changeup to strike out Malloy. So 2 up, 2 down here in the second. And as we've seen, Neto and Ohapi really emerge into established, solid big league starters. This team is on the rise right now, and they'd love to have Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon and Brandon Drury be a part of it. They're veteran leaders.
You talk about a lineup where all of a sudden, especially because the youngsters getting all that experience and their successful experience right now, what they're going through, that you got a pretty deep lineup working potentially when those guys all get back. And Rendon, he may be back by the time the team comes back from the next road trip. Brandon Drury may be in there tomorrow, possibly.
2 out, nobody on. Rendon starting to get closer as well, as Jake Rogers is the batter, the Tiger catcher. Canning delivers a strike to the outside corner. And that was really an incredible play by Canning and Shonowell to get the out of McKinstry to start this inning.
I think Shonowell was kind of shocked at even getting to that baseball to Canning, but he loves anytime anybody squares around, or even a slow roller on either side of the mound, he wants to make every play.
He's the defensive run saved leader among pitchers in Major League Baseball, Canning. He won a Gold Glove in the pandemic shortened year, and he could very well be in the mix again this year.
Stops a running game. You're right, that's good footwork by Shonowell over first base. He's really improved in that part of his game.
Rogers lays off the high fastball, 2-2. We saw Rogers take Canning deep last season. In fact, Rogers has hit a couple of home runs off Canning in his career.
See if we get him to chase a slider here now after a high fastball. Throw a high breaking ball there. He trained and tracked that pitch upstairs because the pitch before that was a fastball up there. That was a dangerous pitch. He had a good swing at it.
Well, 2 balls, 2 strikes on Rogers. Swing and a miss. High fastball for strike 3. 2 strikeouts and a brilliant defensive play from Canning in the second.
The range in the quick throw, the Jeter-like throw.
Weekdays on MLB Network. Join the conversation with Kevin Millar, along with Sierra Santos and fellow World Series champion Ryan Dempster on the most unpredictable baseball show on TV. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network. From the day's first pitch to the night's final out, MLB Network sets the stage for fans every day.
So it'll be interesting to watch what happens here
all season long. See the players who are making a statement.
Hey, let's check out the board, folks.
With live games every week.
Inside the park we go.
Cutting-edge baseball chatter. Plus highlights, analysis, and live look-ins on MLB Tonight. MLB Network. The game is the star.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Host a local event and give kids in your community a chance to compete in the Pitch, Hit, and Run finals at the 2024 MLB World Series. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
Fans in attendance receive an Angels Cork hat courtesy of Bakari Sweat. Visit angels.com/promotions for more information. Willie Calhoun looks at a strike,
Got some tremendous giveaways this season.
So Willie's playing Clark Griswold on the video board. There's a line drive to left center field and a base hit. Bouncing toward the warning track, cut off by Green, who gets it in towards second base. The relay won't be made as it's dropped by the shortstop McKinstry. So another double for Willie Calhoun.
Seriously, Clark? I mean, off the bat, he made that determination to go into scoring position. Green did a nice job of cutting that baseball off. I thought with that throw in there was going to be a play. And the transfer unable to make the throw to second base. Another double by Calhoun. 13. Baker's does it.
Oh, Hoppy hits one hard and through. A base hit to left center field. Calhoun had to make sure that it was going through before taking off. So he advances just to third base. Back-to-back base hits to start the inning.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, when you look at success on the first pitch, I mean, he's up there hacking. Did a nice job of bringing the hands up on that one right there. His sinker that stayed upstairs. You know, Hoppy on the first pitch, base hit once again. Coming into this game now 13 for 32 with 5 home runs when he put that first pitch in play, including last night. That ball was scolded back up the middle.
3-run go-ahead homer in the game yesterday. Now the Angels threatening here in the second against Reese Olson. First and third, nobody out. Zach Neto at the plate. It's ball one inside. Man, Vierling plays very deep out there in center field. There's a lot of room in front of the Tigers outfielders, and Green's fairly deep in left.
He's almost out there in the hedges out in center field.
Really is.
Batter's eye. That is deep.
He's only 3-4 steps from the warning track out there in the deepest part of the ballpark.
A lot of room to pull a baseball too if he goes sinker in on Zach Neto here down the left field line.
Yeah, where hangs a breaking ball. We've seen that before. Neto takes ball 2.
But you see what Olson's trying to do. He's trying to stay in on the hands. Zach Neto, and he's going to go break a ball away. So it's very important for, I think, big part of the field for Neto here against him.
Well, Neto's been on quite a roll lately. 2 balls and a strike. As he bounces this one foul, and it's 2-2. Neto's been productive, even staying around the bottom of the order for most of the season. With runners in scoring position, he's hit .273.
Very high percentage of the secondary pitch, whether it's a slider or changeup here now. So he gets a lot of those chases below the strike zone.
Olson had more strikeouts last year than this year so far. His strikeout rate has dipped. But he gets a big one there as Neto chases for strike 3.
So we were thinking he was going to go with. He went fastball in there, and then he went right back to that slider going away. That whiff percentage on that pitch is outstanding. He gets a big strikeout. Now his 24th strikeout. Nice. He's got 2 days. He's got 25 now on a slider.
1 out here in the second. Angels still with a good chance to at least tie it up. Calhoun leading off the inning with a double. He's at third base after the base hit by O'Hoppe, and here's Mickey Moniak. Olson drops in that slider for a strike over the outer half. A good month of June for these Angels. They have gone 14-10. That's including losing their first 2 games in the month. Moniak chases there, and it's 0-2. Interestingly, it's been the bottom of the orders so far this year that have done damage against Reese Olson. He's really whipping that slider in there with men in scoring position here in the second. Now Mickey Moniak with 3 sliders there. 1 that he took in the zone and 2 that he swung at outside the zone.
That's nasty. I mean, you talk about a tight, high spin rate slider.
So back-to-back strikeouts for Olson, and now he's positioning himself to try to get out of this trouble here. As Joe Adell stands in. Adell had a base hit last night. Hits have been few and far between for Joe of late.
bit low the strike zone. He's throwing it for a strike, though. He's been around the zone, 8 of 9 first pitch strikes, but that was definitely a little bit below the strike zone.
That's where Olson tends to live, at the bottom of the zone. No balls and a strike on Adele. A lot of swinging at the pitches that are not in the zone, and a lot of taking of the ones that are in it.
And going back to our go-tos today, Wayne, don't be over-aggressive on that slider and changeup so far. Not seeing them before. We're seeing a lot of over-aggressive swings against them.
0-2 on Adele. A fastball right down the middle. Those are some uncompetitive at-bats with men in scoring position in the second.
This is your captain speaking. We'd like to welcome you on board MLB The Show 24. Where gamers can play as their favorite baseball teams, create custom players, and even relive history with some of baseball's greatest legends. Now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Can I play? Rated E for everyone.
Weekdays on MLB Network. Join the conversation with Kevin Millar, along with Sierra Santos and fellow World Series champion Ryan Dempster, on the most unpredictable baseball show on TV. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
Corey Seager, all eyes on him. He's ready to go. He's aggressive.
Here's a dude that swings 52% of the time on first pitches.
Corey Seager smashes a ball.
The ability to be able to come together and compete every night. You know, that's what it's all about at this point for me.
Corey Seager does it again.
This guy is doing it all. He's hitting bombs all the time.
Off the plate, soft contact, handle the bat, end of the bat. Limit the damages to 1 run there in the first inning.
There's an unearned run as well after an error by Zach Neto. And now when Celo Perez goes after the first pitch, lofts a fly ball toward left. Taylor Ward backing up and gets to it. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the third for Canning.
We see how aggressive the Tigers have been on the first pitch, and the Angels have been very good throwing the first pitch for strikes. We have a swing percentage of 32%, recording 7 outs on the first pitch. Another out on the first pitch there.
There's a first pitch taken by Riley Green for strike 1. A fastball at the top of the zone from Canning. Green reaching on the Neto error in the first inning, helping the Tigers get that run. Angels had a chance there in the bottom of the second, first and third, nobody out. Reese Olson struck out 3 hitters in a row. Really Olson's game. He has not had more than 8 strikeouts in a game this year.
I'll tell you what, his slider is impressive, and the spin he gets on that. And when you have the hitters looking for the spin on the slider or even his changeup, you got the express there, Joe Adele.
Ball 3 to Riley Green.
He already had 6 swing and misses on his slider. Griffin Canning trying to keep it close. Tough spot now against Green, especially in this count.
It's ball 4, so Green is on base. First walk of the game. And now Matt Vierling will be the batter. Ron Washington looks on. He knows his team has gotten better, and he has claimed they will continue to get better, as there's now the second half of the season remaining. Last night was game number 81 for the Angels, so they are at the exact halfway point A lot of people will refer to the All-Star game as the midway point, the halfway point. It's not really, as Canning delivers strike one. It's a little bit past that point. Tonight is game 82, and essentially the start of the second half for the Angels.
And you just want to make sure you just go out and continue to do the things right to put yourself in position to win games.
Wins have been more plentiful lately. Going back to June 3rd, the Angels have the third best record in all of baseball. At 14-8, they've only been behind the Mets and the Astros since then.
It's impressive. And no one would have thought that the way the team had been playing, especially a lot of those close games.
And those have really reversed of late. There's a fly ball to left center field. Moniak sizes it up, comes in. And there's two down here in the third inning. The Mets and Houston both have been on quite a run. The Mets lost to the Astros today after beating them yesterday. Did you catch Jose Iglesias' new hit single?
Yeah, I saw him singing. I've always was a big fan of his. I mean, that's impressive.
It's a catchy tune. OMG.
You know what? He has a lot of fun. He has a ton of fun on the baseball field.
2 outs and Mark Canha, the batter. As he lifts a fly ball out to left. He was jammed a bit. Taylor Ward's under it. And that ends the top of the third.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Host a local event and give kids in your community a chance to compete in the Pitch, Hit, and Run finals at the 2024 MLB World Series. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
There's an easier way. From repairs and cleaning to remodeling and more, Thumbtack makes it easy to care for your home. Download the Thumbtack app and start caring for your home today.
Want to elevate game night? Turn on MLB Big Inning, a revolutionary way to see the biggest moments from every game, live and commercial-free. Find it on the MLB.tv home screen. MLB Big Inning on MLB Network and MLB.tv.
Down and away, does a real nice job of keeping that front shoulder in, and he gets tight, high spin. The break ball to get Mickey Moniak the same pitch. He's got impressive stuff.
4 strikeouts in the first 2 innings. It's Shonowell who had a base hit in the first, taking ball 1. Olson is from Gainesville, Georgia. He was drafted by the Brewers out of North Hall High School, same high school that Jody Davis went to.
Jody Davis. He's an outstanding catcher for a lot of years.
Most of those as a Chicago Cub. Angels will be at Wrigley Field next weekend. 1 ball, 1 strike on Shonowell. Breaking ball misses for ball 2. Olson was traded from the Brewers to the Tigers in 2021 for Daniel Norris. And he's made his way through the Detroit system since then. Last year he started at AAA and he was terrible there. He had an ERA over 9 in his first 7 starts at AAA Toledo. And he got it down a little bit and he got to the big leagues with an ERA above 6 at AAA, but he has not been anywhere close to that as a big league pitcher. They've really gotten the most out of him. And he walks Shonowell, and the leadoff man is on here in the third.
And with Luis Rengifo coming to play, let's take a look at our Frontier play sense and how he's able to hit a couple different pitches out where he got the swing to be able to lift that one out. He break the ball out and then he stayed on a fastball. to go at the left center field. Here's a perfect view on the swing and the swing path and what he did differently as far as the first one on Thursday as compared to yesterday. The bat speed and the swing length had to get out there further in front of the plate, shorter, more direct to the baseball.
There's a ball to hit off the pitcher, maybe the umpire too. It's in the center field for a base hit, and Shonowell goes to third base. Yeah, Luis Rengifo playing pinball.
He's a wizard.
That was off the pitcher. I think that's 100 points. The umpire's 500.
Yes. And again, the umpire's in play there. Somewhere the Who's singing a song now about Luis Rengifo, pinball wizard.
Now, when you get a lot of hits in a season, enough to lead the entire league in batting average, sometimes the ball has to bounce your way, and it did there for Rengifo, bouncing twice his way. So now first and third again for the second straight inning. Here's Taylor Ward. Fastball strike right down the pipe from Olson. Well, Olson was really able to gather himself and finish the second inning strong, leaving men on first and third with 3 straight strikeouts. Rengifo is running a fake of the throw to second, and Rengifo steals the base.
That's number 21 in the season for Rengifo. That's a strong throwing arm behind the plate with Rodgers. He's throwing out 31% of base stealers. By the way, that would have got me at third base. That was a great fake. My arm still, I think my arm would fall off after that. That was a quick fake.
Ball 2 to Taylor Ward. Now 21 steals, tied for third in the American League now. Rengifo just 1 behind Bobby Witt for second and 3 behind Jose Caballero for the American League lead in that category. What a first half for Rengifo. 2-1. And Ward fouls it back. It's 2-2.
He's got to stay on that, think right center field. Now you're going to get that breaking ball, whether it's a curveball or slider. They're giving you the run up the middle. You get it by the pitcher, you can score a run and tie the game up. You got to make some contact.
Base hit could give the Angels the lead. Second and third, nobody out. 2-2 the count on Ward. That's off the plate for ball 3.
Close pitch. That's a tough one as a hitter right now, because that was close enough. You hear the oohs and ahs just off the plate, so you go that slider, same plane. It's got to make some contact here.
3-2 the count now on Ward. First base open, and he lays off for ball 4. So Olson tried to get him to chase, didn't happen. And the second walk of the inning fills the bases with nobody out. The big guy Miguel Sano coming up.
It's a real good at bat by Taylor Ward, not going out and expanding. We talked about trying not to be over aggressive on the slider and changeup.
Well, the base is full here. It's the pitching coach Chris Fetter heading to the mound, and we'll head into the car with Hyundai.
With features you won't find on CR-V, RAV4, or Forester, only a Tucson compares to a Tucson.
Shonowell draw the leadoff walk, and then Rengifo with the base hit, knocking off the pitcher and the umpire. Stealing second base, Taylor Ward has drawn a walk, and the bases are loaded, nobody out. Big crowd has filed in here tonight at Angel Stadium. Could get some big cheers if Miguel Sano can do some damage here with a man at each base. Struck out his first time. And a good pitch to hit there and fouled it off.
Yeah, it hasn't had many of those sliders get the plate like that. Now it's right down the heart of the plate.
Sano hit a home run here the other day, his 7th in just 74 at bats lifetime in this ballpark. Former Minnesota Twin. Olson paints the outside corner there and quickly gets ahead. Well, this really hasn't been the case for Reese Olson all year, but so far tonight, you put him on the ropes and all of a sudden he's the best version of himself.
Yeah, I mean, he could really paint that fastball on the outside corner too.
It's 0-2. Sano lays off that time. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Facing the Tigers in the American League Central. Sano with 17 homers against them lifetime. Ball, 2 strikes. A swing and a miss for strike 3. 4 straight strikeouts for Olson with men in scoring position.
Boy, he's got some movement. He keeps that fastball down. Even if you make contact, more than likely you're hitting that ball on the ground.
Shonowell was in scoring position as well in the first inning, so all 5 of Olson's strikeouts have been with the man in scoring position tonight. 1 out. Here's Calhoun. He doubled his first time. Double play target here for the Tigers as Olson misses inside ball 1. Mention all the ground balls Olson has induced so far this year, but it's only turned into 4 double plays.
Yeah, it's going to be really important for Willie Calhoun to get a pitch he can lift in the air.
Calhoun does not have great speed. He lifted that one, but it's out of play, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike.
And right fielder and center fielder playing extremely deep. Perez and Bierling out in the outfield, and Green playing shallow in left.
And ball, 1 strike. A wave and a miss on the slider again. And Reese Olson, with men in scoring position tonight, has become Roger Clemens. Angels have had plenty of traffic. 4 hits, 2 walks in the first 3 innings. No runs yet. It's 1-2 on Calhoun. That ball's in the dirt. It skips away. It will score a run. Shonowell home on a wild pitch, and that ties the game.
Yeah, just overthrew a curveball or breaking ball right in the dirt. Spin tough for Rogers to keep in front. When that hits the dirt, the spin on the slider, especially the high spin rate he'll get, it's a tough one. That's just got to get in the glove. If not, it's going to get by. Catch Rogers behind the plate.
Now some contact with the infield in. Could give the Angels the lead. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Calhoun. And ball 3. This time Rogers able to keep it in front.
A good take on that. It's a pretty good changeup he has.
Olson, his 4th wild pitch this year, evening the score. Chopper to first. Coming home is the runner, and Canna will just tag Calhoun as Rengifo is able to score. Canna didn't seem to have much confidence in making a throw there. Took the easy out at first, and the Angels have the lead.
Yeah, it stayed low on him there too. Contact made by Willie Calhoun, especially with 2 strikes. That's all you're hoping for. That was on a changeup down. I think he looked up and read how well Rengifo read on that contact play. Good secondary lead and going. I don't know if he's going to have a play at the plate. I think that's a wise decision from any big inning going against him.
Canna doesn't have a ton of experience at first base. Hoppy hammers one foul down the line.
What is like that first pitch?
He puts a good swing on it. It's amazing with O'Hoppe how many innings he's caught, more than anybody in the American League. How firm his bat has been over the course of the month of June.
Still super quick bat speed.
He's at over 300 this month. It's a little bouncer here, foul toward third.
I don't know if you want to grab that ball too often if you're Taylor Ward going down the line with your. Well, he's in foul territory. That helps. So far in this, just take the lead on a wild pitch and a ground out.
Well, whatever it takes to get the job done. Angels weren't making contact with men in scoring position against Reese Olson. Got some help in another way with the wild pitch, and then Calhoun able to bounce out to score another run. 0-2 on O'Hoppe. A swing and a miss ends the inning. Another strikeout for Olson, but a lead for the Angels.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Together.
Together. Together.
Lucas Lynn Betts, best player on the planet.
I love watching Mookie play
on the Hall of Fame highway.
It's a blessing to have those expectations.
Goodness, and that one is gonna go. Mookie Betts, what a monster!
Got some more unfinished business to take care of.
Are you kidding me?
I try and do the best that I can in anything that I can't control.
Nothing on a baseball field that Mookie Betts does not excel at.
Want to elevate game night? Turn on MLB Big Inning, a revolutionary way to see the biggest moments from every game, live and commercial-free. Find it on the MLB.tv home screen. MLB Big Inning on MLB Network and MLB.tv.
Club for an epic test drive at the Nissan Thrill of Summer sales event. And by Safety Shot, the world's first rapid alcohol reducer. Extend the night, enhance the morning. It is Christmas in June here at Angel Stadium. But it's 77 degrees. Santa breaking a sweat. We'll see you in 6 months. Colt Keith will lead off in the top of the 4th inning for the Tigers against Griffin Canning as the Angels have captured the lead. Haven't had a hit yet with a man in scoring position, but didn't need any in the 3rd. Loading the bases with no outs and scoring 2 runs on a wild pitch and a ground out. So now Canning pitches with the lead for the first time as Keith leads off.
So just finding a way to get some runs across. So you got a couple breaks there. When you're playing well, you get a few of those breaks. Now it's up to Griffin Canning to put up that 0, that shutdown inning.
Ball 1 to Keith. Only one other game is happening right now. Minnesota at Seattle tonight. They're tied at 1 in the 3rd. That ball hit hard and through a base hit on a hanging breaking ball from Canning. Leadoff man on for the Tigers here in the 4th.
And his changeup over his last 10 starts has been outstanding. Our key player profile uses at 39%. Strike percentage is outstanding all season long here. His last start out, 71%. Recorded 7 outs on his changeup, 6 swing and miss, 3 punch outs. Player profile. That last start out there, how good that changeup was.
Tigers susceptible to the same thing. Urshela fouled that one over his foot. There's no balls and a strike. This is what it looks like over the last 10 starts on the changeup for Canning. It coincides with Canning putting together a very fine performance over those 10 outings.
Yeah, a ground ball percentage too. He hasn't been really a big ground ball pitcher in his major league career. He has been, especially using his changeup. His whiff percentage still staying strong, even though he'll get his strikeouts with his changeup. Opponent's batting average is .205 and is slugging at .282. It's dealing with a changeup.
Urshela grounded to 3rd his first time. Check swing there, and this time it's called a strike. He was up in his last at bat with 2 strikes. He appeared to have gone too far in the check swing, but was held up by the first base umpire. This time a strike from Mark Ripperger over there. No balls, 2 strikes now on Urshela. A liner hit to right, a base hit. Urshela breaks out of an 0 for 28 with that hit to right field. And Canning quickly in trouble here. A couple of hard hit balls to put runners on the corners.
Talk about how well he hits the ball the other way. And that's the pitch right there. A slider out over the plate. And he hit it hard on the line. Stayed on it, looking to go the other way. You can tell his approach there. Solid swing by Urshela. We saw that too often, whether it was against the Angels or with the Angels going the other way. Just like that, the Tigers back in business after falling behind 2-1.
Now the shortstop Zach McKinstry tried to bunt his way on his first time, and Griffin Canning made an excellent play to keep him off of first. Ball 1. McKinstry is getting a lot of time at short now for the Tigers with Javier Baez on the IL. Baez has a lumbar spine injury. So does Kerry Carpenter as well. 2 balls, no strikes on a shortstop in McKinstry, who does not hit a whole lot. Versatile player, was in the Dodgers organization at one time. It's a bouncing ball to Rengifo. Gets it to second for one. Neto was unable to turn it. Seemed like Rengifo was handcuffed initially as well, as a run scores on the fielder's choice. So Keith comes in to make it 2-2.
Yeah, that got him pretty good on that hop, I think, too. Rengifo
got him kind of in the sternum, it looked like.
Difficult hop. He's trying to walk that one off. Kinsey runs very, very well, though. It's going to be a tough one, but it was hit hard enough. You have a shot, but it was a tough hop and still got the out. Might be a stolen base threat here, too.
Justin Henry Malloy fouling off the first pitch. Malloy, the DH for the Tigers tonight, has not hit a whole lot at the major league level. Malloy hit 23 homers in the minor leagues last year.
Yeah, listen to a few broadcasts in the last few weeks about, he's got a lot of talent, a lot of power. He's trying to have a better idea of the strike zone.
He went to a couple of good college baseball schools in the Southeast, attended both Vanderbilt and Georgia Tech.
That's 2 great programs.
Drafted by Atlanta, he was traded to the Tigers for Joe Jimenez after the 2022 season. And he grounds a base hit to right field, so the base hits are finding holes here in this 4th inning. That's 3 of them for the Tigers. They've scored 1 run so far, and they're threatening for more.
He's staying on the baseball, going the other way. Pretty successful on the changeup. Back-to-back games with the changeup has been so good against the Tigers lineup. They're having better swings against the changeup. At least a few hits already against Canning on the changeups.
Brings out Barry Enright and brings us to the Munchies with Jack in the Box.
All these munchies are under $4 each. At Jack, every bite's a big deal.
Welcome to Jack in the Box.
A run on 3 hits, and the Tigers with men on first and third, 1 out. Jake Rogers struck out his first time. Canning has fanned a couple here over the first few innings of this game. The Rogers about a potential double play ball as well. The Detroit catcher has hit into 2 double plays this year.
The 3 hits, Wayne, this inning against Canning have been all in his secondary pitches. Rogers is the guy that's aggressive on the first pitch fastball. See if you can get him to expand and go after one and get it towards the end of the bat and get a ground ball to an infielder.
Ball 1 from Canning, another changeup. Infield is at double play depth with McKinstry at third base and Malloy at first. Trying to help Griffin Canning get through some trouble here in the 4th. Swing and a miss.
92-mile-an-hour fastball. Got to buy him after a changeup first pitch.
Fly ball to right. Adele is ready. So is McKinstry at third. Adele makes the catch. Throw toward the plate. It's cut off. McKinstry too fast. And Detroit takes the lead back. Sacrifice fly for Rogers to make it 3-2.
Yeah, that's too deep to be able to make a play at the plate, especially with the speed. McKinstry, just like that. Tigers just jump right back after the Angels scored 2. They've scored 2.
Be one of those kinds of nights where there's a tussle for this one. The Angels and the Tigers here in game 3 of this series. It was tied pretty late into the night yesterday until the Angels broke away with a 3-run homer. There's all halos here on the opener on Thursday as this team has secured 5 straight wins. matches their longest winning streak of last year. 6 in a row would be the first time since the end of the 2022 season when they rattled off 7 straight. Wenceel Perez 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored.
Canning generally gets stronger as the game progresses, so he's going to get on a good roll. The changeup hasn't been quite as crisp for him so far, but there's a chance that maybe you could try that one and see if you get a chase, especially after a good fastball lower third.
Balls and 2 strikes. Canning misses there. It's 1 and 2. A little bit more of a rougher sledding for Canning than his last start against Oakland. He had some struggles against Milwaukee the time before that. Looped up the middle and caught by Neto to end the inning. Detroit's back in front after scoring 2 in the 4th.
Okay, guys, ceremony starts in 5.
1 sec, just got a hymns real quick. Hymns? Yeah, hymns. Hymn 2.
Hymns for ED. Always works for me.
I'm hymnsing right now. So simple, so convenient. Hymns.
Weight loss by Hims, boys. You got to get on it, son.
For care that's doctor trusted, convenient, and personalized, get started today at hims.com.
How many pairs of Tecovas boots is too many pairs? Not sure. How much fun is too much fun? Find your next pair or 2 at Tecovas.
Ooh, that's a lovely view.
What are you two looking at?
Tip pick.
What did you say?
Tip pick. Tickets to the show with no hidden fees.
Why pay too much for cable TV when it costs less for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
The salty air, the golden light, reflections of who you were, who you are, and who you're becoming. Luxury meets performance. Peter Millar.
With the Coca-Cola Friends and Family Fun Pack for only $44. Get 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, and 4 soft drinks. For more information regarding the Coca-Cola Friends and Family Fun Pack, visit angels.com/funpack. Zach Neto leads off the bottom of the 4th against Reese Olson. And has the lead back. Angels put up 2 runs in the 3rd and gave them right back in the top of the 4th. So something new for Olson. The Tigers hardly ever score for him.
Really averaging under 2 runs a game.
Neto with a pop-up. This should be playable for Canna. Foul territory, and he makes the catch. 1 out here in the 4th inning. We'll take you to AAA Salt Lake, where Keston Hiura has homered again tonight. 10 home runs in his first 15 games for the Bees.
And he's hit some majestic home runs, too. Oh, Valencia High School and the Santa Clarita area.
See that one in Albuquerque, where the Bees are playing tonight against the Albuquerque Isotopes. At one point, that was a team called the Albuquerque Dukes, and they were the AAA affiliate for the Dodgers for all that time. And, as you'd imagine, a lot of Dodger players came through there on their way to the big leagues, including Mike Scioscia, the former World Series winning manager of the Angels, and tonight he was put into the Albuquerque Baseball Hall of Fame.
That's good to hear that. Scioscia managed and very successfully managed a lot of seasons, 19 seasons here with the Halos, including the World Series championship.
1 ball and 2 strikes on Mickey Moniak. Still 1 and 2. Keston Hiura wearing out AAA pitching down there.
10 home runs in 15 games. Wow.
Hiura just joined the organization a few weeks ago. Moniak looks that slider downstairs. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Moniak looking for his first hit of this series. Struck out his first time tonight.
Had been on a really good roll, but has not seen the ball well so far in the series.
Didn't see that one either as he strikes out again. So Olson has fanned 7. 1 shy of his season high.
Well, with Joe Adell's power here, and you just hope you get one in the zone. He's going to be aggressive. Just get one in the zone. See if you can get that run back right here. Tie it up. He's probably going to try a break a ball, see if he can hang it over the plate.
Adell has got to be more patient on these sliders low and away. A double in the game yesterday. Batting just 125 now in the month of June. 4 of his 9 hits have been extra base hits. Ball's going to travel if Adell makes contact with it. He's been now a better part of 2 months where he has been slipping and sliding. It's this one toward third. Backhand by Urshela. Long throw. Canna's got it. And that ends the inning.
With everything you have on your plate, earning your degree online seems impossible. But at Grand Canyon University, we specialize in helping you fit a master's degree in education into your busy day. Your graduation team, led by your own GCU counselor, provides you with the personal support you need to succeed. Achieve your goals with a plan and team behind you. Find your purpose at Grand Canyon University. Visit gcu.edu.
When we started Warby Parker, we just sold glasses, and only online. But people liked them a lot. So we offered more things, like sunglasses and contacts. And then we thought, what if we sold eyewear online and in stores? So we did that. And now we have stores in neighborhoods all over. There you can chat with friendly opticians and get eye exams from top-notch doctors. Now, no matter where you go, we've got your eyes covered.
You want to take a shot at the next level? Well, this is it. What you've been waiting for. All that work, the sweat, the sacrifice. It's not a question of can you do it, but can you do it when all eyes are on you? The greats know when it's time to shine. And your time is now.
National Showcase, baby, let's go!
It's the perfect game showcase, where legends rise.
Listen, I might not be a relationship expert, but I do have some hacks. They say, Lauren, what's the secret to a long, sustained relationship? It's Blue Chew. Blue Chews. Blue Chew? Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Blue Chew. Blue Chew, baby! Blue Chew is an online subscription-based service that sends these affordable tablets directly to your home. No one even has to know.
Display on both ends. The play by the Gold Glover Griffin Canning and the stretch by Nolan Shawnoel on the other end. There it is to get the out on Zach McKinstry. The improved defense by Nolan Shawnoel has caught the eye, certainly, of Ron Washington infield coach Ryan Goins. In fact, last night's ball game, there was a ground out directly to Shawnoel. He said, they don't usually come my way that often, and in fact, it caught the attention of Ryan Goins, the form, so much so that the Angels had a snapshot of it on their Instagram story last night, sent it to Shawnoel to tell him how proud of him he was. Shawnoel said it's something they've worked on all year since spring training. Don't get a lot of ground balls at first. To get one, said it felt like it was smooth, felt like it was perfect. He got back to the dugout. Ryan Goins beaming with pride. So their defense, the work, they're getting noticed.
Eric, I'll tell you what, the improvement in his footwork, and that's such an important thing for a first baseman, not only on the throws across the diamond, but also the ground balls or even the feeds to the pitcher covering the bag. Dramatic improvement from spring training till now.
Green takes a big swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The team that's been rebuilding for a while, the Tigers have not hit on enough of their first round picks, but this guy has certainly turned the corner and looks like a budding superstar.
Yeah, he's an outstanding base runner, great defender, a lot of power, can hit for an average. He's a really, really good all-around player.
If you miss on a high draft pick, like Green was number 5, Torkelson was number 1, it really sets you back if you're trying to rebuild. Swing and a miss there as Canning strikes out Green. One away in the 5th inning, and they've got to get Torkelson right because that's huge for them.
Yeah, they need him going. There's a lot of power in that bat for A.J. Hinch. By the way, that might have been the best slider tonight for Griffin Canning. We've said that Griffin can get on a roll. If he gets on a roll here right now, gets deep enough the game, put himself in position to pick up his 4th W of the season.
And 1 out here in the 5th as Vierling bats. He's 1 for 2. Pitcher we'll see tomorrow, Casey Mize, was number 1 overall. He's 1-6 with a 4.5 ERA. When you're in a rebuilding situation, you get all those high draft picks. You can't miss like that.
Yeah, especially a lot of their big prospects have been pitchers. A number of them have been hurt and surgery, working their way back. But there's some talent there, but they just got to go out there and start performing. It's a great baseball town.
Certainly is. Detroit Angels will be there in August at Comerica Park. The ball's in 2 strikes on Matt Vierling as he hooks one foul to the left field corner. And the Tigers managed by A.J. Hinch. They managed the Diamondbacks at one point, and then the Astros was the man in charge when they won the World Series in 2017, despite the cheating scandal that happened there. There's strike 3 called, so Canning back-to-back strikeouts to begin the 5th.
Yeah, strikeout on a slider, strikeout looking on a curveball. Catches the outside corner right at the knees. Perfect spot. Just enough of a frame by O'Hoppe to get that call. Pretty subtle one that's bringing up enough.
4 strikeouts for Canning on the night. Here's Canna. Canna against Canning.
Yes. I'm glad you had to do that.
Yes. Enunciate between Canning and Canna. Canna, longtime member of the Oakland A's. Milwaukee last year after some time with the Mets, and now a member of the Tigers. Nice player to have around. He's versatile. He can hit. 35-year-old from San Jose. O'Hoppe trying to frame that up, about 2 feet outside. He made it look kind of decent.
He did. Canada, we mentioned how many times he gets hit. He's very patient at the plate. His on-base percentage is always solid.
There's a strike to Canna.
Remember, he had a couple fun at-bats against Shohei Ohtani when he was on the mound when he was with Oakland a few years ago. They were pretty interesting at-bats where he hit him. He had some words for Shohei. You got it, Wayne. You got it.
Gonna have some words from me if he hit that ball about 10 feet to the right. Canna was not with the Mets for long, but he was there long enough to enter the top 10 in franchise history in hit by pitches. He gets hit all the time. He says the secret to it is just don't move. When you see the ball coming inside, just don't move. 3-2. And he takes ball 4, so Canning loses Canna with a 2-out walk.
I think he'd be a good hockey player then if he has that mentality. We're going to see some draft picks for the Ducks here tomorrow on the pregame show, from what I understand.
The Ducks changing their look this week too. There's an orange in the jerseys, sweaters. They call them sweaters when they're a California hockey team.
Yeah, it's still good.
Yeah.
It's on the ice.
I understand. Colt Keith is the batter here as he fouls one back.
It's a healthy hack on a first pitch fastball, 94. One for 2 in the game.
Keith had a great year in the minors last year. It's a fly ball to left center field. Kimoniak will wait for it. And that ends the top of the 5th.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It's kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
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 Marcus Lynn Betts, best player on the planet.
I love watching Mookie play on the Hall of Fame highway.
It's a blessing to have those expectations.
Goodness, that one is gonna go. Mookie Betts, what a monster.
Got some more unfinished business to take care of.
Are you kidding me?
I try and do the best that I can in anything that I can't control.
Nothing on a baseball field that Mookie Betts does not excel at.
Want to elevate game night? Turn on MLB Big Inning, a revolutionary way to see the biggest moments from every game, live and commercial-free. Find it on the MLB.tv home screen. MLB Big Inning on MLB Network and MLB.tv.
Middle of July. It'll be going just fine. 6:30 start. First 25,000 fans in attendance will receive a City Connect beach towel courtesy of Jersey Mike's Subs.
Now that looks outstanding.
The subs or the towel?
Well, both, but definitely the towel too.
Visit angels.com/promotions for details. Take that Angels beach towel everywhere I go.
I think we might even be able to bring that out on the next road trip.
Shonowell drives one out to the right field corner as it one hops over the wall. Shonowell still busting around the bases, but that's an automatic double. He'll have to slow down as he just missed a home run, landed on the warning track. And the leadoff man in scoring position to begin the fifth.
7th double, 15th extra base hit, on base 3 times in this game. Shonowell continues to mash the baseball. That's a changeup, brought his hands up and pulled that. An automatic double. He just wanted to get loose, showing the possibility to get that first triple.
The fans out there in their Christmas beanies tonight.
Perfect.
Here's Rengifo. Ball 1. Rengifo with a base hit that ricocheted off both the pitcher Olson and the second base umpire Roberto Ortiz before landing in center field. 2 balls and no strikes.
I think the way Olson throws, he throws a lot of sinkers down. But he also does a lot of the slider, curveball, and changeup. That gives, at the very least, Rengifo a chance to pull something on the right side of the infield to advance Shonowell, if not scoring.
2-0. There's a drive out toward right. If it's fair, it's long gone, but it is hooking, and it's foul.
We needed Carlton Fisk to try to work that one back in.
Rengifo has never homered in 3 straight games in his career, but he nearly did right there.
Ryan Goins was trying to will that one back into fair territory for a home run.
And that's how you do it. Reese Rengifo leading the American League in batting average. Only one Angel has ever led the AL in hitting. So we take a look. The batting averages at home through June. Rengifo's at .379 here at Angel Stadium so far this year. And Darren Erstad on the top of that list, hitting .441 in June of 2000.
He had, what, 240 hits that year. Alex Johnson, the only one ever.
Yeah, 1970. And Rod Carew won his fair share of batting titles, but he did all of those as a twin. He never won the batting title as an Angel. And Alex Johnson, 1970 at .329.
a nice job of just fouling that one off, even though it was a little off the plate. I'm watching Shonwell, he was getting his lead, but I love how he got his lead and stopped. So a lot of times when you have a base runner at second base, when you move a lot, it's a kind of a distraction sometimes for a hitter at the plate. Got his lead, stopped. You wanted to see Rengifo be able to concentrate on the pitch out of the hand of Olson.
3-2 again. Leadoff man at second. Rengifo pops this one up, shallow left field. Green comes in for it. And one away.
Has done a real nice job as far as making some quality pitching. When you see the Angels who have been so good on situational hitting, he's not allowed them to be comfortable in the batter's box.
Angels have not had a hit to bring in a run in this game. The 2 runs scored on a wild pitch and a ground out in the 3rd inning as Shonwell goes back in.
You know that's not going to work on Shonwell. He tried that throw back and he goes, no, I do that at first base all the time.
Angels are just 1 for 10 with a man in scoring position in this game. Wow. Good job by Rogers keeping that at home plate.
That was way off the plate. Nice play. Rogers reacted on that one. No, he knew his slider was coming, so there's a chance maybe it's in the dirt, but that was so far off the plate. Well in the left-handed batter's box.
2 balls, no strikes. This place is pretty much packed here tonight.
They're ready to explode with some Christmas cheer here. Taylor Ward can get a hold of something here.
Fireworks after the game will be Christmas themed, not 4th of July. 2-0. There's a strike to Ward.
Taylor would love that pitch right now. Again, 2-1. He can drive that ball exceptionally well to right center. Stay on it.
Oh, that's at the top of the zone, I guess. 2-2.
It's a tough one. He's barely touching that zone.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The slider is poked to the right side. Canna backs up to field. He'll take it himself to the bag. And that advances Shonwell to 3rd, but now 2 outs. And the Angels 1 for 11 with runners in scoring position tonight. Well, here's Sano. He has been swinging and missing tonight against Olson. Struck out a couple of times.
You got to get a real good secondary lead if you're Shonwell here, because he knows he's got him out a couple times on breaking balls, so he might see one in the dirt here.
A struggle for Sano to make contact. 34 strikeouts in 72 at bats so far this year.
One's right off that glove there.
Got him in a weird spot at the bottom of the mid. Hit hard on the ground, bobbled for a moment by Urshela, but still time to get it across and retire Sano.
Sunday, baseball cards take center stage on MLB's Carded. Join Greg Amsinger for a look at all things cardboard, from vintage to modern. We've got it covered. MLB's Carded, Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Angels baseball and Valley Sports presented by Spectrum. Get Spectrum Internet, mobile and TV. Visit spectrum.com for details. And by Pechanga Resort Casino. Play your perfect combination at Pechanga, conveniently located right off the I-15 in Temecula. Was that me finishing first there?
Yeah, you were super fast.
At the Angels 5K and fun run this morning.
I can't believe how quick you were. You were in New York and you came back and still managed to get in the race.
That was incredible. I could barely see myself there. It was such a blur. Gio Urshela had a base hit his last time, broke a string of 28 consecutive at-bats without a base hit. It's kind of hard to believe Urshela could even have a streak that long.
Yeah, especially because he's a contact guy. For 2 strikes on him last time.
Griffin Canning into the 6th inning here. He's been going deeper in the game. Early in the year, he had 5 innings or fewer through all of his first 6 starts. He went 6 against Cleveland on May 5th, and he's gone at least 6 in 4 of his last 5 outings. And he's trying to get through 6 again tonight. Breaking ball tapped back to the mound. That's the wrong guy to hit to on that infield.
I was going to say, you try to avoid him.
Canning takes it seriously to be the 5th infielder, and there's one away.
Yeah, as soon as he releases the baseball, you can see he's in fielding position.
Why is that so difficult for pitchers league-wide to do that?
I think part of it is because now when we talk a lot about high velocity, so pitchers are throwing a lot on it, and they're not necessarily landing in good fielding position. It makes it more difficult for ground balls back up the middle. Kind of guy, you know, you think of Goose Gossage or Kevin Appier, the way they threw, they would land or falling towards the first base side of the mound. Makes it more difficult, but Griffin Canning lands in perfect field position every time.
1 ball, 1 strike on Zach McKinstry. He bounced into a fielder's choice his first time and got an RBI for it. Tigers scored 2 runs in the 4th on a fielder's choice ground ball and a sac fly. Looked like a swing, and Alfonso Marquez agrees. And no balls, or rather 1 ball and 2 strikes on McKinstry. .3-2. McKinstry hitting under 200 for the year. It's a lot of playing time as a utility player. He played in 148 games last year for the Tigers. Good defender wherever they put him.
Pretty good hack at that fastball. When you go back to that 0-2 pitch where they threw that high fastball, didn't get a chase there. It's one of those ones he was taking that all the way. So then he was looking change up away. I always believe if you go that fastball up there, if you go back inside with another fastball, you could get it. But he's already tracking away now in this at bat since that pitch.
Fouls off another, and it's still 3-2. You don't want us to put McKinstry on here with a walk. 16 steals last year. He has stolen 4 for 4 in his tries this year.
He's already scored a run in this game too with his speed. He'll go easily first to third and scored on a sac fly.
Want to make him hit his way on. 3-2. There's a fly ball to right field. Adele backs up a bit, has room shy of the track.
Yeah, got in on just enough.
2 up, 2 down here in the 6th inning. Canning's given up 5 hits, 2 earned runs. All the hits have been singles. And the Tigers have only had 1 extra base hit in this series so far, and it was in the first inning of the first game by Riley Green. Ball 1 to Justin Henry Malloy. Tigers have hit 73 home runs this year. It's not as if they've been completely barren of power. Haven't shown much yet in this series. Tomorrow, Tyler Anderson will get the ball as he'll face former #1 overall draft pick Casey Mize. Angels have taken the first 2 in this 4-game series.
Well, the Eagles, when you look over this homestand, they've done some scoring middle to late in the games quite often. So Griffin Canyon, you're just trying to get this final out and get that offense going. You had a chance last half inning. And keep those chances coming.
They scored at least 5 runs in all 5 of these games that they have won consecutively. And the Texas Rangers losing tonight in Baltimore 6-5. Rangers have been a mess on the road. They've lost 9 in a row away from Arlington.
That was kind of interesting right there. All of a sudden, Bullpen got a call down there to get movement after O'Hoppe went out to the mound. Griffin Canyon wonder if something was bottom or O'Hoppe noticed something.
The pitch hits Malloy. That's the 95th pitch thrown by Canning tonight. And a 2-out hit batsman with 2 strikes keeps the inning going for the #9 batter Rogers.
6th batter he has hit, trying to make sure he didn't miss on that fastball, getting right on the elbow.
The Rangers losing tonight. The Angels just 1 game out of 3rd now in the AL West.
Maybe if they could win this game, they'd be tied with them in the loss column.
Texas won all 11 of their postseason road games last year. They've lost 9 straight on the road and have had one of the worst road records in baseball this year.
And all of a sudden, you don't have a feel. You might see a quick visit at some point here now. Barry Enright. It's 2 pitches in a row missed by an awful lot inside.
Canning got the first 2 outs of this inning. He hit Malloy with 2 strikes. 1 ball, no strikes now on Rogers, who had the sac fly his last time to give Detroit the lead. He drives this one to left center field. Jake Rogers has his 3rd career home run against Griffin Canning. And Detroit with 2 big runs here in the 6th inning.
Well, he was ready after that missed pitch. The first one jumps on a fastball, and that went a long, long way. Got 107 off the bat, going 443.
No doubter off the bat of Rogers.
Right down the heart of the plate. That was a short swing, and Canning knew it. That is a big 2-run home run for the Tigers, a team that has been struggling scoring runs.
As you said, it was interesting that O'Hoppe went to the mound. Bullpen got immediately up. And since then, Canning has hit a batter and given up a long 2-run homer. Now the deficit larger for the home team, trailing by 3 on a night where the Angels have not gotten the big hit. 1 for 12 with runners in scoring position. Canning suddenly unable to locate.
Feels like this last batter either way for Griffin. See if he can get that last out here.
This will be his 100th pitch of the game. It's bounced foul by Wenceel Perez. Joyce is loosening up. 3 balls and a strike. Hans Kraus has joined Joyce. Perez pops it up. See if this one stays in play. Looks like it will. And it's Shotwell making a basket catch as Ohapi was barreling in. That ends the inning.
Get inside the game with MLB Tonight.
There's nobody more important than him.
Bringing you the big moments as they happen.
Blanco throws a no-hitter.
MLB Tonight.
Boom! How fun is this show?
Only on MLB Network.
This is your captain speaking. We'd like to welcome you on board MLB The Show 24. It's a good one. Where gamers can play as their favorite baseball teams, create custom players, and even relive history with some of baseball's greatest legends. Now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Can I play? Rated E for everyone.
From the day's first pitch to the night's final out, MLB Network sets the stage for fans every day.
So it'll be interesting to watch what happens here.
All season long. See the players who are making a statement.
Hey, let's check out the board, folks.
With live games every week.
Inside the park we go.
Cutting-edge baseball chatter. Plus highlights, analysis, and live look-ins on MLB Tonight. MLB Network. The game is the star.
This is the Gate 5 courtyard for fun activities and stay after for kids. Run the bases. For a full list of Family Sundays presented by Yakult Probiotic Drink, visit angels.com/promotions. Griffin Cannon's night came to a sour end after getting through 5 2/3 with just 2 earned runs allowed. He had some issues in the 6th inning, slammed his pitch-com device after the top of the 6th inning. Ended up not going his way. He hit Justin Henry Malloy with 2 strikes and 2 outs, and then gave up a 443-foot home run to a man who's become a nemesis, Jake Rogers. And his career against Canning is now 4 for 9 with 3 homers. And Willie Calhoun leads off here in the 6th against Olson. We mentioned earlier the Tigers have averaged just 1.8 runs per game with Olson on the mound. They've scored 5 tonight. 4 of them earned. Calhoun takes ball 2, leading off here in the 6th.
Yeah, see how he reacts to that. He's pitching in so many close games. Still a close game here. Just needs some traffic here to respond right back. The Angels have had some big innings this whole entire homestand.
Well, there's a 5 straight. Calhoun rips one, but that's foul. Angels have been playing much better in the month of June, at home especially. Calhoun takes ball 3. The Angels have gone 10 and 4 in their games at Angel Stadium this month.
Good swing of that fastball for Calhoun.
It's the right time to start playing better here because there are a lot of home games in June. The Angels sticking around the West Coast throughout this entire month. Here's ball 4, so leadoff man on. Base runners haven't been the issue. It's been getting them around. It's 1 for 12 tonight with runners in scoring position.
3rd walk for Olson too. And she doesn't give up the long ball, so you're going to have to get some base hits with runners in scoring position. That hasn't been able to get that done so far tonight, but still plenty of time to come back.
Well, Hoppy is the batter. He's 1 for 2. He takes ball 1. Olson allowed a home run on May 20th against the Royals that snapped a streak of 48 straight innings without a home run allowed. It was the 3rd longest by a Tigers starting pitcher in the wild card era. Hoppy gets turned around.
That's one of those ones you worry about too with a swing like that with either your hip or lower back. Trying to get out of the way of that one.
2 balls and no strikes. He checked his swing. Cracks this one on the ground foul. Third base side to make it 2 balls and a strike.
Got in on the kitchen there. He's still so strong, you could fight that one into the outfield. That was well off the plate, running fastball. And some room on that right side of the infield too, especially to break a ball away, just punch it through the hole. Keep the line moving.
Chase the slider and strikes out. 8 strikeouts for Olson, matches a season high. Seems like a lot of these chases tonight have been on pitches that started off the plate.
Yeah, he does have tremendous spin on it. And sometimes when you're facing a guy with such good secondary pitch, especially his curveball and slider in particular, you're almost better off just letting it go. Make him throw for a strike. Easier said than done, but it's tough to hit.
Especially when it starts on the outside corner or even further off the plate away before it even makes the turn.
You see how many he's thrown so far. 38%. It's very, very good.
There's another one.
It's 9 swing and misses on it now. The slider.
At least that one started over the plate. Most of these haven't. Average spin rate this year on Olson's slider is close to 2,800 RPMs. It's definitely an excellent spin rate for Olson. Neto with a fly ball. This one won't carry to left. Green puts it away. 2 outs. Olson has now thrown 90 pitches. 97 in his last start against the White Sox. He had 3 rough outings at the beginning of June, but then turned it back around when he went 6 scoreless in Atlanta and 6 1/3 his last time out against the White Sox.
There's some action down there to see how quickly he can get moving. And Mickey Moniak had struggled, so you expect him to be aggressive on the first pitch, try not to fall behind in the count.
Moniak's had trouble all night, and he bunts foul here. No balls and a strike.
He's got to stay short through the baseball.
Brisky up in the Detroit bullpen. Moniak flips one foul. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Angels saw Brisky on Thursday. Scored their 3 in the 8th inning last night off Shelby Miller. Jason Foley is the closer for Detroit. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Moniak. That one nowhere near. 2-2.
Not to be confused with Mick Foley.
Well, if he dives through a table, maybe we will confuse him.
Yeah.
2 balls and 2 strikes on Moniak. Able to get a piece of that.
Been a tough series so far, but just a base hit can get him going once again. 0 for 11 since his grand slam. Battling here.
average has been on the interstate most of the year. He was just about to get off it, and now he's back on a hitless streak here throughout this series. 0 for 8. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Angels down by 3 here in the 6th. Moniak continues to enhance Olson's pitch count, now 97, making it more likely Olson will not go beyond this inning.
Yeah, last batter, one way or the other.
Shonowell's been on base 3 times tonight. He's coming up soon, but Adele would be next. Another 2-2, and that ends the night for Reese Olson, but also makes it 0 for 3 and 3 strikeouts for Moniak.
This is your captain speaking. We'd like to welcome you on board MLB The Show 24. Where gamers can play as their favorite baseball teams, create custom players, and even relive history with some of baseball's greatest legends. Now, we invite you to sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Can I play? Rated E for everyone.
Can't recall another baseball game where emotions ran so high. There it is! Fly ball to deep right field. It's out of here! It's gonna go!
What a play by Aaron Judge!
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Intentional Talk, where baseball players reveal their biggest secrets.
I'm like really terrified of monkeys.
Are you worried they'll throw poop at you?
That's another worrisome part of it too.
Join the conversation. Intentional Talk on MLB Network.
Well, the baseball world lost another giant. A Hall of Famer, Orlando Cepeda, passed away yesterday at the age of 86. Just the second Puerto Rican-born ball player to make it to the Hall of Fame, joining Roberto Clemente at the time. Won an MVP as a member of the Cardinals. He was the Rookie of the Year the first year the Giants went from New York to San Francisco. And it was interesting at the beginning of that time, after the Giants moved, you know, Willie Mays was kind of looked at as a New York celebrity. And here was Orlando Cepeda in '58, the first year in San Francisco. And then Willie McCovey in '59, also the Rookie of the Year. So for a while, San Francisco embraced Cepeda and McCovey much more than they did Willie Mays.
No, he was a phenomenal player. He's a great person, too. A chance to meet him over the years. You know, it's tough. We're seeing some of the immortals in the game of baseball no longer with us. There's conversations to be able to have with them, and it's tough.
Just think about the Cardinals teams that Orlando Cepeda played for, and just the legends off of that team alone that we've lost. Swing and a miss by Green as Hans Krause comes in and gets a strikeout. 1967 Cardinals. Tim McCarver recently passed away. Mike Shannon, Lou Brock, Bob Gibson.
Unreal.
Red Shandies was the manager. He lived a long life, but recently passed as well. Orlando Cepeda gone from that group of Cardinals.
Whitey Herzog, too.
Yeah.
And there's been some incredible baseball minds and players.
Whitey Ford recently, Tom Seaver in the last 4 or 5 years, Henry Aaron and Willie Mays at the top of that list. Van Vierling, the batter here with 1 out. Krause has been pretty good since his call-up. Trying to keep the Angels within striking distance here. Down by just 3. Vierling trying to check, and he went around. Strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the night for Krause.
Yeah, he's got that nasty slider going, that arm angle. He's just on a real good roll of late. Can hold up on that tight slider. This Krause has done a real nice job. He's on a great roll down in AAA also.
2 outs. Marcana takes ball 1. Krause had 7 walks, 42 strikeouts in 23 innings at AAA. Back in the big leagues after some injuries took him out last couple of years. Biceps injury 2 years ago, thoracic outlet syndrome last year, which often leads to surgery but did not in Krause's case. A kid out of Dana Point, California, making a good impression on the Angels so far. Kind of hauling another one straight back. Almost into the camera booth next door.
Rob is back with us, you know, in Europe for a bit. He's going to make the play.
2 balls, 2 strikes on Canna. Rob recreating the movie Euro Trip, from what I understand, this month there.
Busy man.
That's right.
Down in Alabama also. For that amazing game they had down there.
As long as Scotty doesn't know, Rob's okay. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Canna.
Now that one could have been dangerous there.
Canna needs to hit the ball somewhere else.
Or no contact would be prefer that even more so.
Krause has already struck out 2 in the inning. Canna makes some contact, flipping one in foul ground. Shot well, makes the running catch. 1-2-3 inning for Krause.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Together.
Together. Together.
The best morning start with the best morning show in the game. MLB Central.
How we feeling?
I'll take it from here, Lauren. What did you have for breakfast?
T-Row, Lauren, and Roflo tee up baseball's latest buzz with a little style.
Busted.
Plus, T-Row's signature breakdowns.
Ooh. Bang. Get in position.
And great guests from all corners of the game.
We got the sun shining today. Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Quick draw.
Get an early jump on game day with MLB Central. Weekday mornings, 9 Eastern. Only on MLB Network. Sunday, baseball cards take center stage on MLB's Carded. Join Greg Amsinger for a look at all things cardboard. From vintage to modern, we've got it covered. MLB's Carded. Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
Angels baseball and Valley Sports brought to you by Hyundai. With a brand new Hyundai, there's joy in every journey. By Jack in the Box, the Munchies have met their match. Try Jack's Munchies under $4 today. And by the OC Healthcare Agency. Navigate to a healthier you at angels.ocnavigator.org. Angels trying to turn it on here late as they are behind 5-2. Reese Olson, another nice job in line for a win, and now it's in the hands of the Tigers bullpen as Bo Brisky takes over.
Yeah, fastball, firm fastball, 94-98, changeup slider. A little Christmas magic here.
Ball 1 to Joe Adell. The Tigers love their single-digit numbers for their pitchers. Jack Flaherty wears 9. Shelby Miller's number 7. And Brisky is 4.
It's always reserved for infielders. Well, I guess they are technically an infielder.
Yes, I guess so. That one over the head of Adell, 2-0. Well, Brisky loves the number 4. He was born on April 4th, 4-4, in hospital room number 4. He says it's always been his good luck number. There he is, number 4 for the Detroit Tigers. 2-0. Ball 3 to Adell. Angels would like to put up a 4 spot here and take the lead.
That would be perfect.
Tigers are the first team in American League history to have 3 pitchers wear single-digit jerseys in the same year.
Well, you go to the ballpark, you see and hear something new every day. We've seen all 3 in this series already.
Miller who took the loss yesterday. It was Flaherty who did so on Thursday. So it's Brisky's turn, I think. There's ball 4.
Start.
Yeah, it's his favorite number.
It is ball 4.
And a leadoff walk to Joe Adell. Shallowell's had a good series, 5 for 10. He has 2 more hits tonight and a run scored. Really hit one out his last time. Ball 1.
Already on base 3 times, looking on base again. Especially with Rengifo, the way he has swung the bat. He's already homered in back-to-back games against the Tigers. Looking to get him up with the potential tying run at the dish.
And Brisky having some trouble finding home plate. Walk to Dell. He's behind Shallowell. We got Rengifo and Ward coming up next. Angels probably glad to not see Reese Olson out there. He was pretty good tonight. 9 strikeouts.
Oh, that's off the plate by about a baseball or so. Would have been ball 3.
Lance Barrett, veteran umpire behind the plate tonight. Shallowell lines one toward right center. Vierling moves over to make the play.
Oh, it was hit well again by Shallowell, but right at Vierling, playing deep in center.
We talked about it all night.
He knew he was going to have to swing after that pitch before it was called a strike, so he knew he was going to be more aggressive. It should have been 3-0.
So 1 out. Here's Rengifo at a base hit earlier and a run scored. Rengifo's homered in back-to-back games. He's never homered in 3 straight. Big cut at that one.
He was trying to there.
6 home runs now on the year. We've seen Rengifo in the past hit for more power than average.
I think he goes on those streaks though, where he hits quite a few home runs. Maybe he's on one of those streaks right now.
It's 16 last year, a career high 17 the year before. This year getting more base hits, more opportunities to reach base. His on-base percentage, .361 entering today, would be 50 points higher than his career average. And stealing more bases than ever as well. 2 balls and a strike on Rengifo. Maybe one of the more talked about players as the trade deadline looms next month. Line to left, another hit for Rengifo. The tying run will come to the plate. Now it's misplayed in left field by Green. As Adele takes third, Rengifo wisely holds at first. And the Angels have runners on the corners.
Another opposite field hit, but it's fun. We have a perfect view, Wade, of that acceleration by Joe Adele to go to second to third. Off the end of the bat, but looking to go the other way. Consistency, the opposite field for hits. See Joe Adele hesitates, and then a bobble by Green, and boom, he's at third base.
There'll be an error on Green, allowing Adele to advance. Chris Fetter, the pitching coach for the Tigers, is out to chat with Brisky here. Rengifo's been tagging the ball the other way all season.
What it does, it allows you to let the baseball get deeper in the zone when you have that confidence to go the other way.
That's also how you challenge for a batting title. You do that a lot. 39% of his hits the other way this year. One in this inning, and now Taylor Ward represents the tying run, the team leader in homers. There's a line drive base hit to left. Adele scores. Rengifo is running on the pitch. He's already on his way to third. He'll come home. Taylor Ward drives in two. And the Angels are down by just one.
Boy, that's the guy you want up there in those RBI spots. Now 43 RBI on the season. Taylor Ward jumps on first pitch. Got a sinker, inner half, dropped the barrel of the bat, and lines it in the corner. Driving in two. He's in scoring position now himself. Just a perfect swing, stayed on that one really well. As Rengifo was on the move, stayed on it, blinds it in the corner. Just like that, you got yourself a one-run game. It's the power at the plate.
43 RBIs for Ward. He has the team lead, and now ball one to Sano. Carson Fulmer had been up in the Angels bullpen. I think Joyce got up now as well. Lefty Tyler Holton throwing for Detroit. With a left-handed batting Calhoun on deck. 5-4 now here in the seventh. Ball two to Miguel Sano. As Holton has been pretty good for the Tigers. Might be asked to protect a slim lead, or maybe it'll be gone by then.
Yeah,
2 balls, no strikes.
I feel, Wayne, that Sano's going to hit a baseball hard here if it's in the zone.
He hits it in the air to left field. Didn't get a lot of that one as Green makes the catch. It seemed to be right there for Sano, and he just did not barrel it up.
Yeah, that's the exact spot where he does so much damage. Lower third. That'll be it now. Going to lefty. Got Kevin Pillar possibly too.
We'll see how the wheels turn. A.J. Hinch goes back to his bullpen.
How many pairs of Tecovas boots is too many pairs? Not sure. How much fun is too much fun? Find your next pair or two. Tecovas.
Learning to invest with Greenlight has really paid off.
Huh. Reminds me of how I learned about investing. Yeah, I never learned about investing.
Water in this thing?
Bring your family into the financial future.
So that's how they're so productive. They use Fiverr. Look how quickly they find freelancers. So simple.
Yeah, but why are they working in the dark?
Grow your business easily with freelancers. Fiverr.
Why pay too much for cable TV when it costs less for Fubo TV? Get all the channels you want with all the entertainment you love for the price that cable can't beat. Start watching at FuboTV.com.
With the Game Time app, I paid 60% less than this guy.
What?
And it's not just sports tickets. It's also concerts. Performances, too!
Oh, come on!
Download Game Time. Last-minute tickets, lowest price, guaranteed.
Want to elevate game night? Turn on MLB Big Inning, a revolutionary way to see the biggest moments from every game, live and commercial-free. Find it on the MLB.tv home screen. MLB Big Inning on MLB Network and MLB.tv.
Quiet the offense until this inning. Start off with a walk by Joe Adell, and then boom, look up. After a 2-run double by Taylor Ward, you got yourself a ball game. He's in scoring position, representing the tying run and the go-ahead run. Coming to this, looks like it's Kevin Pillar. The quiet storm was quiet. Now the storm is upon the Tigers here as the Angels get it going again.
Brisky gives up 2 runs on 2 hits with a walk. And now Kevin Pillar will bat for Calhoun. With a chance to tie this game here in the 7th inning. Tyler Holton was excellent for Detroit last year. He's been decent this year.
Pillar's been historically good against left-handed pitching.
For the season, Pillar has hit .393 against left-handers. Looks at a strike. .432 since joining the Angels. He has 19 hits and 44 at-bats against lefties. Facing the lefty, Tyler Holton. The tying run at second base. And a pop-up. Vierling calling for it as he moves over and makes the catch. Angels settle for 2 in the 7th.
Have you heard? Soda's not a dirty word anymore. Introducing Poppy, the best thing to happen to lemon lime since, well, lemons and limes. It's the iconic, refreshing flavor you crave, but with 3 grams of sugar. Real lemon, real lime, real juicy flavor. The future of soda is now, and it's called Poppy. Poppy, soda's back.
Okay, guys, ceremony starts in 5.
1 sec, just gotta hymns real quick. Hymns? Yeah, hymns. Hymn 2.
Hymns for ED. Always works for me.
I'm hymnsing right now. So simple, so convenient.
Hymns. Weight loss by hymns, boys. You gotta get on it, son.
For care that's doctor trusted, convenient, and personalized, get started today at hims.com.
What is the dumbest thing you've ever wasted money on?
I was paying for 2 Netflix accounts over like 3 years.
How'd you figure that out?
I saw an app that shows you all the monthly subscriptions you have and how much you're paying.
What is the app called?
Rocket Money.
When it comes to tickets, pick TickPick. You're picking the best prices guaranteed, with no hidden fees ever. Pick from thousands of live events. No hidden fees, more savings. Download the TickPick app.
Join the million-plus fans who have made game days more entertaining by playing along on Underdog. Basketball fans from all over the United States have won over $1 billion. Underdog Fantasy, calling all dogs.
Take a look at the Angels bullpen of late. They've been nasty. No more nastier than last night when the team worked 6 1/3 scoreless innings as a relief corps. In the last 10 games, bullpen ERA 1.33. Hans Kraus worked a perfect 7th inning here tonight, and now it's Carson Fulmer getting the chance to pitch here in the 8th.
His job is to keep this one close as a 1-run deficit. 20th game for the most part. Carson Fulmer has been really, really good for the Halos.
Struggled here tonight with Detroit taking the early lead. Angels grabbed a 2-1 advantage in the 3rd. Tigers reclaimed the lead in the 4th. Added to it in the 6th inning, where the Angels have gotten closer after 2 in the 7th. It's been a close one throughout. Now it's Fulmer trying to keep it right here. Colt Keith looks at a strike. Finale of this series and homestand tomorrow. Tyler Anderson against Casey Mize. Angels are off Monday. They'll have 3 in Oakland starting Tuesday, then 3 at Wrigley Field.
That's that plus changeup. Should be very effective. We've seen it throughout this series where Tigers hitters have had a tough time with a good changeup. Fulmer has a great one.
Keith at RBI and a run scored tonight. Urshela, then McKinstry due up here in the 8th. Swing and a miss, strike 3, ball in the dirt. O'Hoppe has to get it to first.
Back-to-back great changeups.
One away.
Good arm action on it. Once that drops.
Now Urshela 1 for 3 with a base hit. There's a strike. Urshela, former Angel with the ball club last year. From Colombia. All one. Said he wanted to be like Edgar Renteria when he grew up, and he's had a somewhat similar career.
He's a World Series champion. Edgar Renteria.
2 balls and 1 strike. Game 7 of the 1997 World Series. Edgar Renteria, the walk-off hit. Balls, 2 strikes. Ball 3.
Good sink to that fastball inside. It's more vintage Urshela here today, making contact with some long at bats.
3-2. Tapper foul behind home plate. That base hit from Edgar Renteria in the World Series scored current manager of the Cubs, Craig Counsell. Cubs beat Counsell's old team, the Brewers, today in Milwaukee 5-3. Scary incident there with an escalator malfunction after the game. 11 people got injured. Ball 4 as Urshela works a walk. Stream every out-of-market game live or on demand. Blackout and other restrictions apply. MLB.tv for details. If you had MLB.tv on earlier, you might have seen the Braves beat Pittsburgh in 10 innings 2-1. Atlanta starting to play better again.
Yeah, they're starting to pitch well. They're starting to swing the bat a little bit better.
It's a good pitching matchup today. Max Fried against Paul Skeens, and Skeens was outstanding again. 9 strikeouts in 6 innings.
You see Native, who got his Anaheim Ducks jersey this the other day. They unveiled the new jersey.
A high pop-up from McKinstry. Neto in shallow left field to make the catch. 2 down. The Astros briefly stifled the Mets' winning ways in New York today, 9-6. Both of those teams are now at 500. San Diego's been winning. They walloped the Red Sox today at Fenway, 11-1.
And the Red Sox had been playing really good baseball. Lost now 3 in a row.
San Diego's won 5 straight. Don Orsillo getting the last laugh at Fenway.
I think about Tatis Jr. being injured too, and they're playing well.
Yankees lost again. They were beaten by the Blue Jays today, 9-3. They've been sliding lately. Swing and a miss by Malloy.
Put Baltimore at the top now by themselves in the division.
These 2 teams entered today in a virtual tie. The Orioles now a 1-game lead.
And the Guardians won again.
Kansas City 7-2. The Royals have been playing better, but the Royals putting Bo Jackson in the team Hall of Fame today.
Yes, Bo Jackson in there.
Gave you a little shout out.
Yeah.
Bo knows Gooby.
Yes, he does. He hit a lot of home runs on days I pitched for whatever reason it was, but he managed to do that.
Surprised you didn't carry him into the stadium then today.
No, I would not try that one.
There's a fly ball off the end of the bat from Malloy. Joe Adell is there. And the Angels will try to finish up this comeback. Down 1. Logan Oapia, the big blast in the 8th inning last night. He leads off the bottom of the 8th today.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
closer.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Prescription eyewear can be really expensive, but here's a secret. Glasses don't actually cost that much to make. Surprise! Especially when you design your own eyewear and then sell it directly to your customers. Like we do. Oh hi, we're Warby Parker. Our glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. And the best part? You can try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
Get inside the game with MLB Tonight.
There's nobody more important than him.
Bringing you the big moments as they happen.
Blanco throws a no-hitter.
MLB Tonight.
Boom! And how fun is this show?
Only on MLB Network.
Batting here to lead off the bottom of the 8th. He has been clutch late in games with the long ball. That one just out of the reach, really in and out of the glove of Trey Cabbage to walk off the Astros and Josh Hader. And last night in the 8th inning against Shelby Miller.
Ball went way out into the Angels bullpen. Remember, that was on the first pitch.
He lines this one out to the gap in left center field. Veerling's back near the wall. It's gone! A tie game! Logan O'Hoppe lines one straight out, and it's 5-5 at Angel Stadium.
So amazing. As Brian Carey was singing that, all I want for Christmas is Logan O'Hoppe to come to the plate in the 8th inning. And he hammered it out to tie it up. Wow. First pitch swinging, first pitch damage, done. Crusher, breaking ball. He's done such a nice job of staying down on the baseball, and he crushes it out.
Didn't even have a chance to tell you that the new pitcher is Will Vest.
Unbelievable. You talk about clutch. Captain Clutch.
O'Hoppe invested that pitch over the wall in left center field.
I hear you.
Now Vest gets a breaking ball over. So another late inning clutch home run for O'Hoppe. We showed you the other 2 that have happened in the last couple of weeks, including the one yesterday. Another one tonight, a rocket. 111 off the bat. Whew. Neto with a fly ball to left center field. This one hit pretty well, but Green is there and makes the catch shy of the warning track.
It's amazing how he stayed on this baseball on that lift and how much damage he does on the first pitch. And that got out quickly. You mentioned the exit velocity, but it was out. Look at that reaction by the fans and the fellas in the dugout.
The Angels have won 5 in a row. They have scored at least 5 runs now in 6 straight games. Ball 1 to Mickey Moniak, who has struck out 3 times tonight. Well, Griffin Canning's off the hook. He can't lose this game. Reese Olson will not win it. Reese Olson, who has 2 wins now in 16 starts, he has to be thinking, what do I have to do to get one? 9 strikeouts, 2 runs allowed in 6 innings. His team finally scored for him. They still can't get the win. The bullpen couldn't hold it. Moniak whiffs on a pitch that may have been ball 3. 5-5, a brand new game here in the 8th inning. Moniak tapping that one foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Trying to get something in the zone so he can hit on the line.
Full count. Moniak has good speed if he can work his way on here. Representing the go-ahead run. He swings at what could have been ball 4 for the 4th strikeout tonight. 2 outs. Stay tuned. Angels Live postgame presented by OC Navigator is coming up. Take you through what's been a comeback so far. We'll show you how it ends on the postgame show. 5-5 the score here in the 8th. Joe Adell walked and scored his last time. Big swing through a fastball at the bottom of the zone from Will Vest.
That's his zone, the lower part of the strike zone. Joe Adell swung through that one. A big walk his last at bat, scored a run.
There's a fly ball to right field. This one hit fairly well. Back for it is Perez. He makes the catch. Just a step shy of the warning track. Perez was able to locate it and catch it. But Logan O'Hoppe tied it up. He drills a game tie.
Best player on the planet.
I love watching Mookie play on the Hall of Fame highway.
It's a blessing to have those expectations.
Goodness! And that one is gonna go! Mookie Betts, what a monster!
Got some more unfinished business to take care of.
Are you kidding me?
I try and do the best that I can in anything that I can control.
Nothing on a baseball field that Mookie Betts does not excel at.
Weekdays on MLB Network. Join the conversation with Kevin Millar, along with Sierra Santos and fellow World Series champion Ryan Dempster on the most unpredictable baseball show on TV. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
Over the last month, the Angels will need him to go through the Tigers' 9, 1, and 2 hitters here in the 9th inning.
Yeah, when you got this part of the lineup, that's why you're seeing Ron Washington going through the closer, Carlos Estevez.
Whiskey Orme has entered the game to play second base. That moves Luis Rengifo to third base and Miguel Sano out of the game. So Guillorme will bat in that number 4 spot in the order, behind Taylor Ward. That spot is due up 4th in the bottom of the 9th. Angels valuing the defense here even more than the potential offense from Sano. Also putting in a guy who makes a lot more contact too from an offensive standpoint. And sometimes you just need a ball punched somewhere late in the game. Jake Rogers takes ball 1. He homered off Canning in the 6th inning. He has 3 RBIs tonight. Ball 2 from Estevez, who has retired 30 of the last 31 batters he has faced over his last 10 appearances. He has saved 9 of them, and he has won the other one. He gets Rogers on a 2-0 pitch. Hit a weak fly ball to left center field. Easy for Moniak. 1 away.
Challenging when heater after 2 sliders down. That first out so big for Estevez.
Estevez worked a 1-2-3 ninth inning yesterday, picking up his 16th save of the year. Top of the order now, Wenceel Perez 1 for 4 with a single and a run scored tonight. The most dangerous hitter in the Tiger lineup is Green on deck. Angels trying to do something here tonight they haven't done in over a year. Line drive right field, base hit. So Perez with a clean knock, and he's on with 1 out. It was May 5th of last season, the last time the Angels trailed by 3 or more runs entering the 7th inning, only to come back and win. It's been 52 straight games without doing that. They've got a real chance here tonight.
It's a tough spot now, too. Perez can run well.
And now it's Mike Frostad coming out, the Angels' head athletic trainer, along with Ron Washington, to take a look at Estevez.
Yeah, it looked like maybe it landed. Landing leg, calf, foot.
This is a spot where you want your pitcher to be as honest as possible here. If he doesn't feel right in a spot like this, well, then you really like for him to say that he can't.
He's going back to see how he landed here.
Look at it was too tough for him until he took a few steps off the mound, and then he kind of stopped. If he feels good, then we'll see. He says he does.
You know, he's ultra competitive.
That's what I mean. You really want this spot for the pitcher to say yes or no definitively. And Estevez says yes. And here is Riley Green.
This is definitely a stolen base threat at first, and a very good stick at the plate. 14 stolen bases in 16 attempts against Estevez in his career.
Perez has 6 steals at the major league level this year. And Estevez throws over as Perez dives back. Perez stole 26 in the minors last year.
Kind of an awkward dive back. It was a lot closer. Esty has not had a pickoff yet in his career. Almost got his first one there.
Perez with a decent lead at first. And Green with a chopper to the right side. Guillorme will throw to second base to get the force out.
See, that's what's so good about Guillorme. All he's thinking about, I'm not going to get a double play. I'm getting the lead runner. And quickly on the transfer, gets that lead runner at second.
And Perez tried to avoid the baseball there too, so that slowed him down, giving Guillorme extra time. You see Perez with that jump over the ball.
Just a smart play.
2 outs now. Vierling the batter. Green has pretty good speed at first base as well. He doesn't run as much. 4 for 4 in stolen base tries. Vierling fouls off the first pitch. At bottom of the 9th, the Angels will have the top of their order. Shawnoel, Rengifo, and Ward. Strike 2.
Looking for that chase, either ride well above the strike zone or get a slider in the dirt.
Bounced that one. O'Hoppe did a good job to keep it at home plate. Some strikeout in Vierling's game. 61 times entering tonight, plus 2 in this game. Got some power, 10 home runs. Can't sleep on his ability to put a ball in the gap either. Green is running. And Vierling fouls one off.
I'm surprised he wasn't going even 0-2. You might as well take that shot with 2 strikes. Got good speed. Especially as a pitcher right now, you're focusing on the batter.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Vierling. Short lead for Green at first. He's running. Pitch outside, throw to second. And Guillorme got the tag down. Green is out.
You're a magician again with the hands. That is an incredible play by Guillerme.
How about Ohapi threw that ball sideways?
He went Benito Santiago. We're checking it.
That was unbelievable. Watch Ohapi. And Guillerme on the other end. Acrobatic to keep it tied in the ninth.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Want to elevate game night? Turn on MLB Big Inning, a revolutionary way to see the biggest moments from every game, live and commercial-free. Find it on the MLB.tv home screen. MLB Big Inning on MLB Network and MLB.tv.
When we started Warby Parker, we just sold glasses, and only online. But people liked them. A lot. So we offered more things, like sunglasses and contacts. And then we thought, what if we sold eyewear online and in stores? So we did that. And now we have stores in neighborhoods all over. There you can chat with friendly opticians and get eye exams from top-notch doctors. Now, no matter where you go, we've got your eyes covered.
Down Riley Green to end the top of the ninth.
I mean, off-balance throw, sidearm deliver like an infielder. And speaking of incredible infielders, a quick tag by Guillerme, the magician. And the smile for Ohapi. And why wouldn't you?
I mean, you might never see a play like that again. Shonowell on the first pitch pops it up against the Tigers closer Jason Foley, and a big first out right away. Foley has a 2.89 ERA, and he has saved 13 games, or he will not get a chance to save this one.
Foley's fastball with some running, actually 93, 98 slider changeup.
Putting up a few homers, not a big strikeout guy. There's Rengifo. Change up there, getting a swing and a miss.
He's got a lot of room in left center field. So many hits the other way. He's playing more shallow in left. I mean, he almost hit one to the wall and left center was caught. And then he hit one over the wall in left center last night.
Knocks Rengifo away. Foley is from Nassau County, Long Island, New York. Maybe he is related to Mick Foley. From the same area. It's a hard ground ball, but right at the shortstop McKinstry. So 2 quick outs for Jason Foley here in the bottom of the 9th inning. Ben Joyce is getting ready for a potential 10th inning.
Been up a couple times in the game already today before there's a chance potentially to come in. Taylor Ward with that good power to right center field. And they're almost tied a game up. A magical comeback. Not that long ago, to right center field was caught, brought back by Milwaukee.
Ward has a big hit tonight, a 2-run double in the bottom of the 7th inning, helping kickstart this comeback. Ohapi tied it up with his home run in the 8th. And 2 quick outs for Jason Foley here in the 9th inning. And 2 quick strikes on Taylor Ward. Angels trying to win their 6th straight game. Would be their longest winning streak since the end of the 2022 season.
heavy fastball he's throwing. Hear that popping him to mid at 97.
Ball 2 strikes on Ward. That's off the plate 2-2. Ward with 2-run, 2-base hit in the 7th. He's walked. He's also the team leader in home runs. He's at 14. That's at the top of the zone for strike 3. 1-2-3 inning for Foley. Will go to the 10th.
Corey Seager, all eyes on him. He's ready to go. He's aggressive.
Here's a dude that swings 52% of the time on first pitches.
Corey Seager smashes a ball.
The ability to be able to come together and compete every night. You know, that's what it's all about at this point for me.
Corey Seager does it again.
This guy is doing it all. He's hitting bombs all the time.
Sunday, baseball cards take center stage on MLB's Carded. Join Greg Amsinger for a look at all things cardboard. From vintage to modern, we've got it covered. MLB's Carded, Sunday at 11 a.m. Eastern on MLB Network.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Neither team able to get one home in the 9th inning, so now it's on to extras on the ghost runner as Riley Green will be the automatic man at second base, and it'll be the fireballer Ben Joyce on the mound for the Angels.
He's been throwing the ball exceptionally well. 4-seam fastball has been touching 102, 103. Splinker's been real good for him. The combination splitter, sinker, and slider.
Here's Matt Vierling with the man on second. Vierling was at the plate when Green was caught stealing in the 9th inning.
How often do you ever see that? You're caught stealing, and yet you're still out there to start the very next inning.
Now that's a delayed steal if I've ever seen one.
Yes.
Fouled off the foot of the batter Vierling, and it's 1-1 strike. Mark Hanna, then Colt Keith. 3, 4, and 5 in this Tigers lineup. There's the veteran Canna. He'll bat next. But he's up right now in the Tigers bullpen. Jason Foley, their closer, worked the 1-2-3 bottom of the 9th, got through it pretty quickly. Estevez worked an inning yesterday. Swing and a foul. That one about some of the umpire.
Looked straight back at him. That was a 99-mile-an-hour fastball fouled straight back. It's nice to see Logan Hoppe give him a little bit of a breather.
Lance Barrett, the home plate umpire, says he's okay. Big crowd tonight, nearly 40,000 folks here at Angel Stadium tonight. Seen a good one. An improving Angels ball club. And Joyce with a strikeout on 102 to start the 10th.
That had some serious ride to it. Stays back right down the heart of the dish at 102.
1 out. That's why you like Joyce in a spot like this. He can get the punch out. And a man on second base.
Really trying to keep Green close at second.
Marcana is the batter. He's 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. Strike at the top of the zone. Maybe a little above it. 99.
Been called a lot tonight.
Well, high strikes have been part of the game with Lance Barrett back there. Canna can't catch up to the sinker. It's 0-2.
That's that splinker there.
Now what do you throw here now?
Yeah, I give that a shot again. Because you know he's going to be right on top of the plate.
The ball's 2 strikes on Marcana. Fastball just missed.
That's a perfect spot, though. It is a little bit out of the strike zone, but what a perfect spot at 103.
And he froze Canna too. It just missed it.
You're more apt now as a hitter, even a patient hitter, to expand the strike zone now.
1-2. Canna fights off a 102-mile-an-hour fastball. Wow. Haven't seen the slider yet in this at bat. Probably Joyce's 3rd best pitch. Pitchers often don't want to get beat that way. You see him shaking off O'Hoppe. Now he has one.
That's by design, I think, a lot of times.
And Canna right into the Tigers TV booth.
Dan Petrie's got it in his glove right now, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes on Canna. And it's hooked foul. And Canna continues to battle here. Good veteran hitter. He can make a lot of contact. Joyce ahead of him. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Green at second. Slider. Canna held his swing. Good idea. Canna just didn't bite. He's a good hitter.
Yeah, he held up on that one.
2 balls, 2 strikes with 1 out. And the automatic runner at second base in a tie game in the 10th inning. Bouncing ball up the middle. Guillorme with a backhand. Long throw to first. Gets Canna by plenty.
Just love how quick he is on the transfer. That's in the glove, out of the glove that quickly. Canna runs well. He's a big dude, but he can run well. Guillorme showing that glove and that arm. Back up the middle. Look how quick that's out of the glove on the transfer, and a good firm throw.
There's no panic at all in a big spot in this game. So now 2 away. Green is at 3rd base, and the batter is Colt Keith. O'Hoppe goes out to chat with Joyce about how to approach this important at bat here. Remember, if Green doesn't score, the Angels will have the automatic runner at second base representing the winning run in the 10th inning. We'll have Guillorme due to lead off, then Pilar and O'Hoppe. Strikeout and a ground out to start the inning. Ball 1 to Keith. Keith has an RBI tonight on the fielder's choice, singled and scored in the 4th inning. Tigers have 5 runs on 7 hits. The Angels 5 on 8. Hit hard. Neto with a backhand. Long off balance in time.
What a play, Zach Neto. Unbelievable play on the backhand, and talk about a quick transfer. That is outstanding. In the glove, out of the inning, tied at 5.
Can't recall another baseball game where emotions ran so high. There it is! Fly ball to deep right field. It's out of here! It's gonna go!
What a play by Aaron Judge!
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Weekdays on MLB Network. Join the conversation with Kevin Millar, along with Sierra Santos and fellow World Series champion Ryan Dempster on the most unpredictable baseball show on TV. Intentional Talk. Weekdays only on MLB Network.
He would win it for the Angels if he can come around from second. Luis Guillorme leads off. Corners are in close. Urshela very close at third. Guillorme shows bunt, takes ball one.
With the movement that Foley has on his pitches, it's not an easy guy to bunt against, too.
The Angels have had one walk-off win this year, was on O'Hoppe's home run. Ball two to Guillorme. With all this movement on the infield, you wonder if Guillorme would just pull the bat back and slap it somewhere.
I trust his hands. I give him a shot at swinging the bat here.
I mean, you've got Urshela coming in, you have Canna coming in, and you have Keith moving toward first base. The whole infield's open. He bunts third base side, a perfect bunt. Play to first, moves the runner over, so Ward is at third base. And that's where the winning run sits, with one out here in the bottom of the 10th inning.
Just like the hands with the glove, this is hands with the bat to get this bunt down. You want that third baseman to field it, and that's exactly what he did. They're going to go with a 5 infielders, looks like now. What a job. That is a perfect bunt. He's playing catch with the bat. I mean, that pitch is down, too. It's a movement. Perfect bunt. Guillorme.
Well, A.J. Hinch came to the mound with a glove in his hand, not for himself, but it looks like it's for the center fielder, Matt Vierling, who plays a lot of infield anyway. So Vierling will join the 4 Tigers infielders. Remember, this was still allowed, but he can't be up the middle. He's going to have to find a side of second base to sit. Looks like he's going to the left side of second base. So there's the 5 infielder alignment. The Tigers will have their infield in. And just 2 outfielders now, with Green in left center and Perez in right center. So Kevin Pillar in a 5 infield alignment. Hides it to left field. It's over. Say goodnight to the Tigers. 6 in a row for the Angels. Kevin Pillar wins it. Taylor Ward scores, and the Halos are unstoppable right now.
What a moment for Kevin Pillar, putting on that Halo uniform and clutch walk-off piece. What a game by the Halos to fight all the way through. Pillar, Kevin Pillar, way to go. Walk-off. Halos 6 in a row. Brought his hands in and drives it left field for a walk-off hit. They called him Superman. He's Superman there in that spot. Wayne, this is fun. Some fun Halo baseball.
What a game this was tonight. Kevin Pillar walks it off. Taylor Ward walks home. He had to make sure Zach Neto didn't cross his path there too soon.
We've seen enough of that so far this year.
Yeah,
craziness in baseball. What a win.
Boy, we saw the good fundamentals, Gooby, as we went along here tonight. Some excellent plays, great defense, clutch hitting. It was all there.
Yeah, I mean, even a great throw by O'Hoppe, a great tag by Guillorme. The bunt by Louis.
Well, those two plays in the 10th inning from Guillermo and Neto.
Incredible. That's how you win games late. Quiet storm, by the way. It is the quiet storm.
Now the Angels get it done in 10 innings tonight. They beat the Tigers. The halo will shine brightly tonight. Kevin Pillar, big reason why our Toyota Player of the Game with Erica Weston.
Kevin, you've had a lot of big moments ever since you've joined the Angels. This just might be the biggest, but you see the infield alignment, that moment. Take me through the at-bat. What were you thinking?
It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. We talked about it a couple weeks ago. You win, people come out. We appreciate them coming out. We're starting to...
How'd that one feel?
We're just starting to play really good baseball. We're starting to believe we're doing a lot of things right. Unbelievable job, our bullpen coming in. Unbelievable defense. We're starting to believe. We're starting to believe we can win games. Walsh talked about going through the phases of hoping we can win. I think we're starting to believe we can win games.
I know you called Logan O'Hoppe a superhero in the past. 2 nights in a row coming up big with a clutch home run. What do you think?
Once again, it's coming down to you watch this guy work. He's starting to gain confidence every single day. He wants to be the guy up in that situation. You know, sometimes you're put in a situation, we're missing some of our big guys right now. Guys got to step up. He's starting to be a guy. He wants to take those at-bats.
You guys have a chance for a perfect homestand tomorrow. 6 wins in a row so far. Tell me about the energy that you guys are playing with right now and all the fans getting to see it.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about not playing well at home, too, and this is unbelievable. Keep coming out, keep supporting us. We're going to play hard.
Thanks, Kevin. All right, guys.
That is some fun, Wayne. That is some fun.
40,000 in attendance here tonight, and they saw an absolutely great game. The 6th straight win for the Angels ends on a walk-off knock from Southern California's own Kevin Pillar as he gets the splash after a big halo victory.
Marcus Lynn Betts, best player on the planet.
I love watching Mookie play on the Hall of Fame highway.
It's a blessing to have those expectations.
Goodness, and that one is gonna go. Mookie Betts, what a monster.
Got some more unfinished business to take care of.
Are you kidding me?
I try and do the best that I can in anything that I can control.
Nothing on a baseball field that Mookie Betts does not excel at.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Host a local event and give kids in your community a chance to compete in the Pitch, Hit, and Run finals at the 2024 MLB World Series. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
Intentional Talk, where baseball players reveal their biggest secrets.
I'm like really terrified of monkeys.
Are you worried they'll throw poop at you?
That's another worrisome part of it too.
Join the conversation. Intentional Talk on MLB Network.
This was for the Angels. 6-5. They win in 10 innings. Big comeback. Their 6th straight win. And tomorrow a chance to make it a perfect homestand. They'll look to sweep the Tigers. As we'll be back from the Big A with Nissan Angels Live starting at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. Angels Live presented by the OC Healthcare Agency is coming up next with Patrick O'Neill and Tim Salmon. After a 10-inning win tonight, the Angels beat the Tigers 6-5. It will be an
Get inside the game with MLB Tonight.
There's nobody more important than him.
Bringing you the big moments as they happen.
Blanco throws a no-hitter.
MLB Tonight.
Boom! How fun is this show?
Only on MLB Network.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together.
Together. Together.
Together.
Can't recall another baseball game where emotions ran so high. There it is! Fly ball to deep right field. It's out of here! It's gonna go!
What a play by Aaron Judge!
Experience game-to-game coverage of the night's biggest moments, live and commercial-free. MLB Network Strike Zone, Wednesday and Friday nights all season.
Wow, what an effort. Another come from behind victory. Kevin Pillar, KP in extras. And the Angels have won 6 in a row, 6-5 off the deck to beat the Tigers. This is Angels Live Post presented by OC Navigator. And nothing was clicking until late. And Logan O'Hoppe, Taylor Ward, Guillorme's play at second. Canning, great defense. This is fun stuff. Tim Salmon, Patrick O'Neill here with you. Great interview with Kevin Pillar. Something's cooking here right now. This is fun. I like this.
Yeah, when you're winning, I mean, when you're playing like this, you win these kinds of games. These are the kind of games maybe you shouldn't have won.
Right.
You know, I thought the storyline was going to be missed opportunities early. You know, we had plenty of opportunities to get on the board early, didn't take advantage of it, and then boy, but you can't count these boys out right now, I'll tell you what.
It's like the writers over there when I was watching it when O'Hoppe hit the tying home run, they're like ripping up some of their papers, like new story coming. I'm like, that's right. Don't be disappointed. Be happy with what these guys are accomplishing right now. I mean, considering it's another home series win, how hard had it been to win games here at home? And now it's cooking.
Yeah, the first 2 months of the season. Now, you know, the schedule wasn't in the Angels' favor. They were playing a pretty tough schedule early on. Some of the big boys came to town, and right now they're, you know, that's the season, though. You take advantage of the ebb and flows of, you know, teams come in when they're hot and other teams come in when they're not. And right now the Angels are the hot team, and so far this homestand, they've been the hot team and having a great homestand.
Well, Tim really struggled through 6, but then in the 7th, I mean, nice job by Adele with the walk. Then Rengifo is leading the American League and hitting with a nice single, an error by Green. Now you got first and third, and you got a chance here.
Yeah, you know, you got to go. That Adele walk was huge because he hasn't been swinging the bat. But Rengifo, we talked about it yesterday. Every time there's a big inning of scoring, Renifo's somewhere in the middle of it right there, getting the base hit, and Adele does a great job taking third base. And then, of course, Taylor Ward coming up with a big hit right there. Big double, scoring Rengifo from first base, get the Angels within 1, and all of a sudden you felt like, hey, maybe there's a chance here. And what does O'Hoppe do? First pitch swinging on a slider. I mean, the guy comes out of the bullpen, first pitch he throws is a hanging slider for a strike. O'Hoppe didn't miss it, line drive home run, got him on the board right there to tie the ball game. And you know, that's what you like to see. I mean, you like to see all these bats clicking late. Estevez did a great, oh, well, yeah, okay, we're going to show a hop.
Well, this was one of the great plays I've ever seen. He's throwing as he's falling down, and look, between his legs, he tags to get Green on the buttocks.
Yeah.
What a play.
Yeah, you have to go back to the 70s, don't you, Benito Santiago for that one.
I mean, that is what a smile, what a player Ohapi is. Great play by Guillorme. You know, Ben Joyce did a great job to set this up. Tremendous sacrifice by Guillorme also to get Ward over. Little old school baseball.
Old school baseball. Yeah, I love extra innings now with that runner on second. Let's see what you're going to do to get him over, because you know, it seems like this game they play 9 innings, not with, you know, with the mindset of getting that runner over, and then all of a sudden extra innings. Hey, let's do it. Get the base hit. You didn't even need a base hit. All you needed was a sac fly right there. And
get the
Pilar
guy to third. They did it, and Pilar, fantastic job. This is awesome. Good job by Erica Wesson getting out of the way. Veteran with the Neto coming in. Okay, so the bullpen has been last night. What we saw with a 6th and a 3rd, right? Just 1 hit, no walks, scoreless, and then they come in again. Keep the Angels in this ball game and allow them to get this W.
Well, they did a great job again. You know, and I'll give credit. We're going to break down Canning here, you know, in a bit. But, you know, for all that Canning did, he got through 6 innings. So he only left 4 innings for the bullpen. Cross did a fantastic job coming out. Got the 2 strikeouts right there. Early top part of the order. I thought that was a great job. And then Fulmer, you know, he just competes. I mean, I just love the way he goes out and throws. Then, of course, he handed off to Esty. And, you know, Esty got out of that. He gave up the hit, but we threw him out with Ohapi right there. And, of course, Benny Joyce comes in this inning with a runner on second. Hey, that's no easy task, getting that first strikeout right there. This play right here by Neto, I mean, that was game-saving right there. I mean, that scores a run right there. That was a fantastic play. That's one we're going to have to break down a little bit more somewhere, either tonight or tomorrow. But, you know, Neto was playing up the middle right there to go to his backhand and make a great throw like there. Gave the Angels the opportunity in the bottom of the 10th.
Yeah, Joyce gets the win, 2nd of his career. Fireworks going off here at the Big A. There's nothing like a team that is learning to figure things out and then experience a little bit of success right here at the halfway point.
Well, you know, we keep talking about that. I mean, they're finally clicking on all cylinders for the most part. I mean, starting pitching got some injuries, but you know, I love the way the offense is playing as a unit right now. It's a different hero every night. You got different guys contributing. It's not relying on 1 or 2 guys in that lineup. Again, like I said, you know, that bottom half of the lineup with Joe Adell, you know, they've been scuffling. He and Moniak are scuffling. It's a tough part of the lineup for the Angels. And he goes out there and he works a walk right there to start that 1 inning. Again, get on base any way you can. Turn, you know, pass the baton, flip the order, give it to somebody up at the top of the lineup that can maybe, like a Rengifo, get something going for you.
What a month of June for the Halos. 15-10 overall at home. 11-4, and with this win, you know what it means. I mean, we've been telling you this every single day. You go to McDonald's, you get yourself fries, you download the Mickey D's app, and you are taken care of. We got the fries coming, and we got Neto playing defense all night long, all season long doing this. Now this, they got the crowd on its feet. Little snow cone action, throws them.
Prescription eyewear can be really expensive. But here's the secret. Glasses don't actually cost that much to make. Surprise! Especially when you design your own eyewear and then sell it directly to your customers. Like we do. Oh, hi. We're Warby Parker. Our glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. And the best part? You can try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
The power of baseball goes beyond the field.
It starts with kindness, reaching out a helping hand. Even the smallest gestures mean the world to a lot of people.
Stand up to cancer.
Together. Together. Together.
Together.
Get inside the game with MLB Tonight.
There's nobody more important than him.
Bringing you the big moments as they happen.
Blanco throws a no-hitter.
MLB Tonight.
Boom! How fun is this show?
Only on MLB Network.
Rep the Halo, Angels Live postgame presented by the OC Healthcare Agency. Navigate to a healthier you at angels.ocnavigator.org. Thrilled for Kevin Pillar. Pumped for the way this team is starting to come together. Here at the end of June, figured it out. 6-5, team off the deck, down 5-2. You're like, this might be it. Don't really have it. And then rally in the 7th and the 8th and win this thing in the 10th. Here with Tim Salmon. And defense is what wins it for you. There was a play, and we're going to show you all the great plays, but the play that Canning made earlier on the bunt, bare hand throw to Shawano stretch, I love that play.
Yeah. Who says pitchers aren't athletes? I mean, they get a bad rap sometimes, but I tell you what, that play right there, Canning, that's a fantastic off-balance throw right there. Great stretch by Shawano. I mean, fantastic. It's one thing when you see a play like this. It's another thing when you see how much they work on that stuff, too. Right here, this is that Ohapi throw. I mean, to me, that's Benito Santiago in his best form. What a great tag by Guillerme. That's just, I mean, to end that inning was just amazing right there.
And bringing in Guillerme as a defensive replacement was clutch. This ends the game. Neto.
Yeah. The throw is fantastic, but just watching that ball roll up in his glove the way it did, that was amazing.
I mean, that really sets up didn't end the game, but it sets up the opportunity for the Angels to win it in the bottom of the 10th. But they loved him, and the fans were so pumped for that play, right? They were just...
Yeah, do you see the way Joyce came off?
Yeah.
I mean, Joyce, I've been around him a little bit. He just seems so mild-mannered.
No.
He's come off the mound a few times the last couple nights, fired up.
100%.
Pretty cool to see.
Tim, absolutely. So Griffin Canning, you mentioned it, gave the team 6, right? He was frustrated for sure, taking out that pitch calm and slamming it down to the dugout.
You know what? We were talking about it upstairs. It was like, he had a decent outing going into that 6th inning. He was 1 out away from having a decent outing. A pretty, a solid start. Hit batter, yeah, no doubt about it. The first, here's the defensive play. That was a great play right there. We've talked about that already.
Great look by the crew, too. Fantastic camera work.
Yeah, I felt like, he had a couple of situations in this game. He wasn't his best. 6 innings, 6 hits, but, the first inning, it seemed like he had the error. He could have turned a couple double plays to get out of that. He had to work a lot. I mean, that's the thing. He had to work a lot. He didn't have his slider working like he normally did. Changeup and fastball were pretty good with the righties, but he didn't really have some answers for the lefties.
Giving up the long ball has been an issue for him.
Yeah, you know what? And, I got a note on that. 8 of 9, home run in 8 of his last 9 starts. Now, and again, it's that fastball command. That was a pitch right down the middle of the plate, in a 1-0 count. I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's kind of been his struggle all year. It's dialing in that command with that fastball. The last outing, he had it really working. This outing, not quite there. Maybe with that was really the slider that wasn't really necessarily there the way it's been in the past. But whatever the case, I mean, he battled. He gave you 6 innings. And I do believe that 6th inning, if he wouldn't have hit the batter and then given up the home run, I mean, he was that close to saying, that's a solid outing, give up 3 runs.
That's right. That close to the quality start. Either way, his guys picked him up, got the W. He gets the ND. Angels continue their nice winning streak. And this was fantastic with Esty on the bump, wide throw, Benito-esque, tremendous tag. I just need a big smile.
It's time for MLB Pitch, Hit, and Run, the official youth skills competition of Major League Baseball. Host a local event and give kids in your community a chance to compete in the Pitch, Hit, and Run finals at the 2024 MLB World Series. Sign up for free at pitchhitrun.com.
Intentional Talk, where baseball players reveal their biggest secrets.
I'm really terrified of monkeys.
Are you worried they'll throw poop at you?
That's another worrisome part of it, too.
Join the conversation. Intentional Talk on MLB Network.
Prescription eyewear can be really expensive, but here's a secret. Glasses don't actually cost that much to make. Surprise! Especially when you design your own eyewear and then sell it directly to your customers, like we do. Oh, hi, we're Warby Parker. Our glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. And the best part? You can try 5 pairs for free at warbyparker.com.
everybody. Angels Live Post presented by the OC Healthcare Agency. Navigate to a healthier you at angels.ocnavigator.org. This play right here, Ohapi, who had just tied the game with an 8th inning home run. And then in the 9th, he throws out Riley Green trying to steal a base. A great tag by Luis Guillorme, and the emphatic punch out by the second base umpire. Loved everything about that play. We're going to keep that play in the annals of the Angels history. But since we flash back, hot tub time machine, April 8, 2017, Simba, Andrelton Simmons versus Seattle, kind of reminiscent.
Very reminiscent. And of course, Andrelton Simmons, I mean, what a joy to watch him play defense. I mean, he seemed like he was all over the field making fantastic plays when he was with the Angels.
He's shortstop. He's covering third on the throw from first.
Yeah.
And he makes that play behind his legs. That was tremendous. Gold Glover, of course. So nice to see Simba working his magic. Angels working some magic here at home. For Ron Washington moments ago, what do you think your team is learning most?
Well, what they are learning to do is how to win. I think I told y'all earlier when we wasn't winning, the losing was teaching us how to win. Now they're catching on. They're pulling for each other. They're not quitting, and they're doing what it takes. Again, it was pitching, it was defense, and it was time to hit him. Formula, good formula.
The defense in particular, which made the play with Logan and Guillorme in the 9th inning.
Can't forget about the one that Big Papa made. That right there saved the game. But, you know, we've been working hard at our defense, and it's starting to show, and they're starting to take pride in it. It's a part of the game, and we're learning how to play every part of the game. That play that Hoppy made, it was impossible, but he took a chance. And then Guillorme put the tag on him. The play he made up the middle, the sacrifice bunny got down, and then the play that Neto made. And the 10th inning set up perfectly for us. We had a guy that could bunt, and we had a guy in the hole that been in those situations before who hit fly balls. And it all worked out. Beautiful. Go ahead.
Does the way you guys are playing make you feel like there's a lot that can be accomplished this year in terms of wins and losses and getting back in this?
Well, I'm not thinking about getting back in it. The way we play and we take care of business, that'll take care of itself. I don't want them thinking that far ahead. I want them thinking, enjoy tonight and let's come back tomorrow, because it's another game. And take care of business tomorrow. And when tomorrow is over, just keep that mindset right there day by day. Things is gonna work out. If it's to happen, it's gonna happen. If it's not to happen, it's not gonna happen. But we're not gonna get that far ahead of ourselves.
No, of course not. You wouldn't do that. 8.5 back in the wild card, 9.5 back in the division, by the way. But we're not thinking about that. Tomorrow's probables as the Angels go for, how hard is it for a 4-game sweep? That's tough to complete a 7-0 homestand with Tyler Anderson and go against former 1 overall pick Casey Mize out of Auburn.
Yeah, Casey's had a tough go as well. I mean, they just haven't been scoring for him. But Tyler Anderson, you know, he even in his bad outings, he keeps you in it. And he gives you a chance to win right now. You know, he didn't have quite the outing that he'd wanted his last time. So I'm looking for, you know, a turnaround game for him.
What do you think? Lucky number 7 tomorrow? You feel it?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you got all the momentum right now. I mean, those are some whip pups over there in that other dugout. I mean, they're losing. I mean, you get a lead, and you there's a sense when you're playing a team that it's like anything they do just goes right. I mean, you can have them beat, and they come back and beat you late. There's a sense when, you know, when you're playing that on the opposite side, and you're feeling it like, you know, what do we have to do to win a game, you know? And they're not swinging the bats well, and they're not playing overall good baseball, and they kind of put together one of their better games, and it still didn't get it for them. So, you know, when you're in that kind of a situation, you got to take advantage.
You got to pounce. You got to like put the foot right on their throat and then just twist it down a little bit. They're in the middle of a 10-game road trip. Game 4 tomorrow of a 10-game road trip, so you know they're scuffling. And right now the luggage feels heavy for them. A great win for the Angels in front of a great crowd here, celebrating Christmas in June. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas. You're loving this now. You love this Christmas in June now.
Hey, a lot of Christmas gifts under the tree tonight, weren't there?
There sure were a lot of gifts, without a doubt. Tim, great job, partner. Really well done.
You too.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. We're on the air, 12:30, Angels Live pregame. See you then. Go Halos.